Hello, internet.
It's a countdown and everything. The
I
fuck?
know, and it was like almost even like right. So that was hi. Welcome back.
Yes, let's do this. Hey, thanks for the sub, Ethan.
Gotta have
Yay!
I don't want ads on the VODs, and I want the emotes, and
Right.
that's why. Just want you to
Got
know
it.
that.
Doing it for the emotes. That's right. So, hey,
I'm
everybody,
still.
welcome back. We are, of course, HSG. We're going to be playing some Blades in the Dark tonight. We are, I think, have we confirmed? I posted on Twitter like it's confirmed. It's a done deal. This is our last heist, right?
What's the
This may
last?
be
This
our
is our
last downtime.
downtime.
Last downtime.
Yep.
Smokes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mischaracterized it on the internets. They'll
Oh,
they'll fillet me alive, I'm sure.
you were
Yeah,
wrong on the internet.
yeah,
It's been
How
nice
Oh,
dare
knowing you.
yeah,
you?
that's right.
That's just
Somebody was wrong on the internet. I'm gonna stay up all night
you
explaining to
know
them.
you know how toxic the Blades in the Dark RPG community is. That they're just gonna come for you with
Not at
like
all. They're
nothing.
the chillest
Like,
bunch. In that they've come through a few times. We're like, oh man, this is great. Y'all are doing downtime. That's awesome. See ya. Oh, you guys are doing a heist. This is great. I love Duskfall. And then like they've been great. So
Chill,
yeah,
homies.
we're gonna see how it all goes. We have a we have a certain person's head in a bag. I think
Some
Ohm
dude.
is in possession of that, which is pretty great.
Home
Is it
Remillos.
another like bowling ball bag?
Yeah,
Because that's really the only way to carry a head
that
around.
is
Like
the
they're
only
vaguely the
way.
same shape.
It's a nice like leather bag. It's got that sandalwood scent, you know, from like
Yeah.
age and hand worn uh care that it has had all the way up until we stuffed it full of a dead vampire's head.
I do think we need to bring that to Satara just in case.
I mean,
Because I don't know
we
how
might not walk away with that.
I don't know how vampires work. Maybe he can just come back.
I don't know either. But if we show it to her, we might not get to keep it.
That's fine. I'd
Do
rather
we
him be
need
dead
to?
than make money off of it.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know if we wanted to sell it to some proprietor of of
Maybe we
of.
can knock his teeth out of his skull. And then
So Ohm's downtime action is to take some pliers to the teeth and put those into a mask and see what it does.
okay, that wasn't what I was trying to do,
that
but
that
okay.
sounds that sounds like a terrifying way to add another half dozen sessions to the campaign.
For
Oh
sure.
no! And now, like,
Yeah,
Nice.
see, that's the game right now. We have to tread very carefully, or we've got a whole other year worth of this campaign in
Thanks.
front of us. We make one wrong move and it just keeps going. And that's,
One,
that's
you
all
need
well and
one
good.
right move, and we're on the highway to
So
Crazy Town.
it's
You're
we're about to
already
get to the
there.
point. We're about to get to the point to where Mike just has to, make a whole other city full of factions because our welcome is wearing very thin in Duskwall.
we've how
We haven't
like
look. There are gangs that we have damaged irrecoverably. So they're probably never going to be what they were again. But then there's other gangs that we've just gotten rid of, right? And those are no longer enemies because they don't exist.
Four gangs. How
for
many gangs does it
technically
have to be?
three. There is the leader of the Billhooks is still alive, but he's in
Okay.
Ironhook prison, so you don't
Well,
just
I mean,
walk
he's
out of
got plenty to
Ironhook.
recruit from.
Yeah,
He's got plenty to recruit from.
yeah.
But
There's a lot of jealous inmates in there for him to recruit.
Right.
Of
I think the question stands though: how many gangs do we wipe off the face of the earth before the rest of them are like, hey, what if we're next? And how do
like
we know we're not?
First,
like
the faceless came for the wraiths, and I said nothing.
No, the lamp blacks.
The
what,
lamp
what
blacks, that's right. And
And
I did
and
nothing.
then I think the wraiths were actually our last hit.
That's right, because it was the storm. It was the storm
storm
crows.
The
crows?
storm crows,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the
But
bill
they were a
hooks.
blip. They had like a week in town.
Yeah, they weren't
True.
like real strong. They were like a splinter group of the crows that they
Yeah,
just
yeah. And really, we didn't even get the genesis of the idea that gangs could die until the crows had their splintering.
Hmm.
You're right. And it was like, oh man,
Yeah.
all right. Well, factions can be like taken down and rung. We'll
Yeah, and
never
then
know
we
what the game is about.
accidentally blew up the bill hook.
Did we?
That wasn't our intention when we went in.
It's true.
That w-
Our intention was to steal a ton of money and not make any noise. And then we made so much noise.
You know what it was is like, if you're not going to make any noise, that's great. But the moment you start to make some noise, you might as well make lots of noise.
That's right. Yep. It's
We
like
got-
when
we
you're
got
making a
back-to-back
burrito.
And
at
then we
2
were
in the
handed
morning.
grenades. There were grenades present. We weren't handed them. There were grenades being thrown, and we defended ourselves against grenades.
It's like when you're trying to like make a burrito or like get some cereal at like 2 in the morning. You're trying to open that bag oh so carefully. Don't make like a medium level of noise for like 5 minutes. Just open it. Just get it over with. They're gonna hear it either way.
That's right. That's right. Life advice.
The orphanage upstairs is going to be the thing everybody talks about. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
They made it.
Schrodinger's orphanage.
You're,
It
Was
was
it or was
one.
it not?
It was one child, and then y'all just morphed it into an orphanage.
It was one child with parents,
right. Who were like obviously not in the building anymore.
and now it's an orphanage.
Because the parents were like, I smell smoke. I'm going to get us out of here.
Just so happens that I may or may not have burnt down. Allegedly, Griffith burnt down an orphanage.
See, yeah, that's all just fake news until
That's
Allegedly.
fake news.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh man.
That
Simon
is the-
Whistler is my
That's-
favorite YouTuber. Simon Whistler.
Allegedly, the Maribel story.
Oh, that's
Can't prove
good.
nothing,
God.
Cuppa. Can't prove nothing.
I like it. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this tonight, and Friday's game unfortunately just got postponed. We were gonna play original D&D on Friday, but that got postponed because of real life work shit going on. Saturday we're making characters for the Mass Effect game.
Yep.
Which is super dope. I might do a little streaming on Friday. I'm behind on doing my world building for Cyberpunk. And so I'm probably going to do some streaming on Friday night to do that world building. Now that I'm more established and more set up here, I can get back to streaming again. And so we'll do some fun stuff, some world building, collaborative world building on Friday. And then I don't think we're streaming character creation. I think we're going to do that offline.
No,
But we're going
offline.
to get basically prepped for the Mass Effect game. And Monday, we're going to be doing some Shadowrun.
Yeah, we're gonna play Shadowrun 4th edition, kind of a mission that I came across, and with some pre-gen characters, so that we can all kind of see how the system works, me included, since it's been a hot minute.
Yep.
Yeah, and that'll be fun because I think we have 6 players.
With pre-gens
I
and a
think we do.
one-shot, drive it like you stole it. So that's,
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the way you play those
Then
characters.
what I told Mike, and I was half joking, half not, my Mike, was that I needed 4 other people to balance out Rich and Casey.
Oh, I think you've underestimated the direction this is going.
Yeah, no, I'm an enabler. I show them where all the buttons are,
Mhm.
and then I claim innocence.
That sounds
Oh.
about right. Yeah.
Yeah. The only other thing is it's going to be set in 2070, which is not the same time period we'll be playing in. But ooh, do you want to become famous?
Oh, I want to.
I
Get rid
do.
of this
Oh,
guy.
where can I buy followers?
Yeah.
Please,
You
please.
got it.
Huh?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
boom, boom. Oh, I love it.
Bye.
We have so many. mods now.
Ethan got it. It took a rush.
Yeah, we should come. This should be a game. We should do like a whack-a-mole game whenever one of these things come up, and like,
Who can get it first?
yeah, exactly. And then we like keep a tally, and we'll have to do something for whoever gets the most in a month or something like
I
that.
have my secret ways of banning quickly.
Really?
Secret ways.
There's a
Mind
method.
bullets? What?
You just click on the name and then go to the little ban sign.
Right. Yeah. I
But,
just didn't do it fast enough.
That's a good method. That's the
That's
way they
okay.
want you to do it.
Yep.
But yeah.
Oh, wait.
Monday will be Shadowrun.
Yeah. That'll be good. That'll be really good. I'm excited. I'm excited for us to get some other games in, and that's all really kicking us off into February, where we're going to be doing a bunch of games. So it's going to be super dope. All right, let's go ahead and hand it back over to you, Mike. Take us into Duskfall for our downtime after killing Lord Skurlock and putting his head in the bag.
Which he is totally fine with
Allegedly.
and certainly not grumbling about. That's
Right? Yeah, he's accepted his
Is
fate as a dead
the
person.
bag grumbling?
there might be a little rustling from the bag, right? Like that's who knows.
A little
Yes.
lock on that zipper.
He's got the little luggage lock on it.
Are we just, is me and just a stormtrooper out of the Mandalorian that starts moving? We just punch it. Just punch it. Is that we just punching Skurlock like Baby Yoda?
It's just,
That's uncalled for. Okay.
I want him to know that it's Ohm specifically punching him, so the bag is shut and Ohm does not speak while in the presence of the bag. Because if Skurlock gets out, I don't want him to know specifically it was Ohm.
Oh Lord.
It's fine. This will be fine. Nothing's gonna go wrong here. Nothing can go wrong in downtime, right? Everything's good. Yeah. So last time, we killed a vampire. Maisley blew up a mansion.
Yeah,
A
you
bunch
were
of
gonna
like
tell
murder
us-
death dudes from the Lord Governor's people were there.
Who all lived? You were gonna tell us all that.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to like roll dice and stuff for that.
Some of the papers tell us.
Yeah, a chunk of the Lord Skurlock's, or not Lord Skurlock, a chunk of the Lord Governor's men made it out. I think there was probably like one of
Just
those
one
like,
chunk.
yeah, like part of his little like regiment of Death Marines. And then there was like one of those like Akira, like the big black explosion that like sucks back in kind of deals. And then there was like lots of like weird echoey children's laughter in that district. And then, people saw like ripples in the aqueduct headed back out into the Deathlands.
Did
So-
Maisley achieve her full potential, or was that only like a quarter of what she can do?
Now you see a demonstration
much
of my
like Shaggy.
power.
Much like Shaggy, that was only 0.01% of her power.
I'm very worried about what Maisley can do, and I'm so happy that she is tangentially on our side. They're at least not against us.
So yeah, we just to submit our loyalty to Sitar. Let's just give the head over.
I think so. I think that's a good
full on-
move.
I'm-
Teeth first.
Teeth for.
First.
We have to give up the teeth?
No.
No, we
You
take the
teeth.
teeth.
Okay, all
We
right.
take the teeth. Yeah.
But those are yours. That's your prize. You don't get coin. You get vampire teeth.
That's why Ohm's so poor. All of the really good stuff that could be sold, Ohm's like, man, let's keep it.
Let's keep.
I
Must
could have
experiment.
invested all this money into the bank and allowed it to collect interest, but also I wanted this eye in a jar, right? Like this.
See, the
Sad
eye moves,
bit.
it follows you. It's very interesting what you're doing. Isn't that interesting?
That's how you can
could've-
tell it's real art. It follows you around the
What's
room
this-
when you move.
Yeah.
What was the
Right.
1920s and 30s plane builder? You're Howard Hughes of the group.
Totally.
You are
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
Howard
Yeah,
Hughes
yeah,
of
yeah.
the
Ohm
group.
is, yes, thank you. Yes, Ohm is absolutely the what is it like to his own detriment, a tinkerer and a wanderer of things, right? Like absolutely. There's Ohm's safety is not Ohm's concern. Ohm's discovery of new and amazing things is Ohm's concern.
What's gonna happen when we're not there for Ohm anymore?
Right.
He still
But
got
Ohm is
me, and I
only
still
screwed
shoot.
when you are not being
He's
Ohm's
got-
parents.
He's got me. He's got.
We're not sure
Liana.
why that train car just exploded as it headed out of town, but it just did. It's-
Hey, but all of the things they buy, tax deductible. That's work expenses.
Absolutely.
That's parts.
Fair point.
That's
Mhm.
parts used for commercial gain. That's you can expense that. That's just
That's
like
just
if you stream
R&D.
video games, expense that gaming rig. Just go ahead and do it. That's
They
work
won't.
expenses.
They won't know or care.
No.
I bought a
No.
small jewelry box made of Leviathan bone, and I need to take the depreciation of the value from it now that it's been in contact with Leviathan blood.
Depreciation?
Oh my god, guys! I just did my taxes a week ago. Stop. Stop.
Oh
I'm
my
just
god!
getting over the fact.
And I
that-
did have to deal with
You
that.
guys, I didn't even realize that Duskfall was a tax simulator, but it is a tax
It's
simulator.
1,000%.
Well, no, that's going to be red markets. That's
know-
is just a taste. Red
Yeah.
markets is the real
red
tax
markets will be like, yeah, that will be.
Yeah,
But-
and what is it? A Traveler is a debt simulator,
simulator.
right? It's a simulator of what's it like when a whole group of people are in crushing debt together. That's Traveler.
So
Right.
America.
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 And red markets is the
Red
tax simulator.
markets isn't. It's not the debt simulator like Traveler, right? Like you don't owe a bunch of money up front, but all of your gear and all of your dependents, like there's an upkeep cost to it all. So when you have to get jobs that are making enough to cover the upkeep costs for everybody in the group and make money towards this goal of like, please let me out of the wasteland back to where there's like municipal services. Please
just
smuggle me
want-
back
I
into
just
what is
want
still
a working
considered a
toilet.
country.
That is what
Yeah.
we're doing. We're campaigning to get to a working toilet. That is it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, I just love like the example, like negotiation. I'm so excited for the negotiation part of red markets because the example in the book, you can make $8 or you can make $108 just based on how you roll. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a big difference.
It's an even bigger difference
right.
when it's like, well, if we don't come up with at least $50, all our gear may break down next time. Like,
Yep. The game's gonna be fun.
yeah. So yeah, eventually in the future, red markets, also Brindlewood Bay, I think, in between.
Brindlewood Bay.
But right now, we're still in Duskfall. We have dead people's heads in bags.
People? Vampire.
Hey,
We do that before
hey,
downtime actions.
vampires are people too. Do what before downtime actions?
Just take that head over to Satara.
Let's get that all handled.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
Just I mean, it's on the way, kinda. We're in the neighborhood. Might as well.
Probably carries that flower with him out all the time when he can. Yeah, that's.
Mm-hmm.
When it's not been stolen.
Yep.
Why is there a pencil that just says "I'll return it later" in here?
In Maribel's handwriting.
It's one of the pencils at like the little like sandwich shops. So it's like a pen with another flower that's been like taped to it so nobody will steal the pen, right? So it's
Yes.
like
And
a
the broken
flower,
off
but
like
it's-
little chain, like because it was
Yeah.
attached
Mhm.
to the.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was attached to the desk at the bank.
I reverse stole this pen from MTM.
Yeah. Reverse stole the pen.
That's how we explain it.
You-
Yes.
We gave it to them in exchange for the flower they already had. And they didn't know about it.
We're the best of people.
It's given.
This game is just that's what it's for. Yeah, if you wanted to stop off and like pop by that park and see Satara again for a moment, I've got no problem with that. We can head
And that
over
way
there.
we can ask if the teeth are something we could keep without fucking up, making sure he's dead. Like just to
Okay.
be on the safe side. I don't know. I don't know how
Yeah.
vampires work. I'm just trying to get all our bases covered.
Yep. And Ohm is socking away all that vampire blood that's been leaking into the rags in the bag, right?
Hmm.
Like that is definitely a thing that Ohm is
She's
keeping.
gonna
It's just
gonna
lines with
suck
like
up all this juice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those like crock pot liners.
Oh yes.
And so like once you take the head out, you can just wrap it up. It's just a bag of blood.
It's
I'm
so true,
out.
it's so good.
I'm
I was about to
deal.
say
Deal
worried-
me out.
I was like, and you're worried about me and Rich, and you got these two yahoos with you as well. Okay.
It's all about knowing which streams are navigable here, okay? And we've established that playing with blood is a thing that we can do, and that it sometimes produces interesting results.
Like end of the world scenarios.
Look, that ended up being great. Satara got, I don't know, a nuke. And she sometimes gives us little flecks of that nuke for us to play with.
One time. She's done that one time.
Yep.
Well, no, see, how I see it is that we gave her the Zalbamba. She gave us not only Little Boy, but then the Davy Crockett's. The little handheld, like hand-propelled grenade nukes. Those are the two little slivers. Those are our Davy Crockett's.
Whoever thought a handheld nuke was a good idea? What were we even doing
Every
back
video
then?
game.
Dude, we were just making shit up. We were just making shit up.
That was the 1950s, dude. You could do whatever the hell you want.
That's true. That's back when they said smoking was healthy. So I guess, yeah, like
You can still
thought
get
and-
Coca-Cola with cocaine.
And we were worried about the Russians putting fluoride in our water when
yeah.
that's what we do to keep our teeth from
Anyway.
rotting out of our
I
heads.
say the saying
No,
smoking is healthy.
That is that is gonna lead to all the downfall.
Oh,
is
shit.
fluoride in our water, god damn
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That
You
is
know-
too much. That
Look,
and chemtrails. Excuse me.
I'm just really glad that Duskfall has no fluoride.
I mean,
Right.
that explains.
There's no
That-
fluoride.
Yeah,
It'd
here.
be nice if they had like a little bleach every once in a while.
A little
Like-
bit, but they don't. Duskfall is without any
Oh,
civil services.
Just a
of
touch
real
of
note.
arsenic. Just a touch.
Just
Like, can we like boil this water first, or get some rubbing alcohol in here, or
Yeah, no. Yeah, the health department of Duskfall is just way overworked. Right? It's
The health department?
it's like 10 people, and they're just posting up bulletins like boil all your water, bury your dead, burn your dead.
well, it's the same notices that they always put up though. So like it was a lot of work at the beginning. And now they just go around to businesses and just look and are just like, yeah, I guess.
Oh my god, we have got to
Yeah, I
play A
guess.
Blaze in the Dark as civil servants. It's like a whole nother gang.
That's
Yes, they have a tier. They have a tier level.
Yeah.
what we're trying to do is become Smud. That's what we're trying to do.
That's
That's our goal, right? That's what we're doing, right? We're gonna become Smud in that game.
now is this going to be a Blades hack, or is this going to end up as a Paragon game?
Right.
Keith, 'cause,
Paragon.
you know, like,
That's
Paragon.
true.
I'm here for it.
All right.
Are we
Oh.
playing a game tonight?
What do we do?
Ah,
Oh, yeah,
Are
that.
we
This is
live?
playing
I
the
mean,
game.
it's,
This is
This
playing.
is
This is the
we're
game.
figuring things out.
Are we live?
This is collaborative
It's only
storytelling.
7:40. Like it's fine.
We actually had sensible conversations in our opening before we got onto this, so this is where we get to act goofy.
It's true. It's true. We didn't get it out
No.
before the stream.
This is we are fleshing out just a rich tapestry of narrative here. Is what we're doing. It's just not with the characters that we're supposed to make, just with the world in
This-
general.
This is like we're gonna end up with like more Leviathan Hunter lore again, like just
Yeah.
scrawled in the margins.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we can go to Mr. Park there in Six Towers, where we've spent like half the campaign in Six Towers, even though it's not where we live. So Mr. Park is there on the eastern edge of the city.
Hey,
It's
there's a
across.
new pin in Legend Keeper
Oh, is there?
with Zatara's little skull.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie,
Oh.
in my head, because I'm an idiot. Anytime we talk about Satara, I was like, "Oh no, the old great mighty danger noodle." That's literally how I see her because she's a snake lady. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna free the danger noodle."
Not the
I'm sorry, I'm a
danger.
fucking moron, y'all.
Too much time on Reddit. Too much time on Reddit.
We call that brainworms. You just got the brainworms.
When you got 12 hours of basically just driving across the desert, just stupid stuff comes in your head. That's it.
I
we're
wandered
gonna go
across
talk
like a
to
really
our-
good video on YouTube earlier today about a Qs for D&D, and that was a good 15 minutes spent on like the worm that walks and the age of worms that he wants to bring to the world. That was good stuff. It made me not like D&D anymore, but like the lore for that. So it's like, yeah, all right, you got me halfway there.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's interestingly applied lore, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go talk to our demonic danger noodle.
It's fucking canon. I love it.
we can. That's another one of those things we can never come back, right? Like,
No,
all right,
that's sad.
we have crossed this river. We are not. That's it.
The spaghetti that shall never be eaten.
Oh. We'll have a discussion about that during the break. All right.
You know, earlier when I said Maribel's out, like we're dealing Maribel out, Heather is out. I'm just deal me out the rest of this game.
Have we
Wait.
jumped the shark?
I'm out.
Is this the session or like we're X-carding our way out of like, finish up the campaign how you like, guys? 'Cause
Maribel's like,
I'll talk to you.
done.
I'll
been
see
a
you at the
good
start of the
run.
next game.
Had a good run. I have my 40 coin. Deuces.
Also, Griffith is way too tall to jump over, so it'd be very difficult for us to jump the shark.
Oh God, why the dad joke, man?
Because you just give him a shove, and then he's over. Oh, whatever.
Oh, look, a
That
penny.
was
Push
that
him
was
I also got the
unnecessary.
brains.
All right.
I got. Oh my God.
We'll make it. We're gonna make it, folks.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
do
we're gonna
this.
play this game, guys. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
go
Right.
talk to Satara.
Third tries the
what's
charm.
great?
We
When
go
you-
to
when
Miss
you
Shore
use-
Park.
Hold on. When you use the guy that made the dumb joke and you use his gift to just show
Yes.
your hate of the joke.
You say hate, but that's the approval gif. That's the one where I approve of things. Yes.
Yes.
I also need to gift that one where it's just Dave's like the first just like shrug.
Yeah.
I need to re-gift that. I'm done now, Mike. Sorry.
Okay. So Satara,
We're gonna keep having some more conversations that are like not even anything we could put up on stream, put any context around. Yeah. So Miss Shore Park is on the east side of the city. It's across the Mist River from the Lightning Wall. So you get to hang out there and stand there and get that like crackly blue light from the Lightning Wall while you're standing there waiting, looking across this aqueduct that runs across the river. That you set the little flower down in it and it kind of like floats on top, and then like eventually there will be a ripple that will come for you, and then Queen Demon Danger Doodle will appear. That's. Oh. So, damn it.
we gotta stop. Every
Sir,
time we're just gonna
Mike.
derail. Every time you say it, it
Mike.
just derails.
This is, normally it's the four of us that are bad. Tonight it is you, sir. You've joined our ranks.
Great. The bravado in the voice.
Queen Demon Danger Noodle.
I'm
Okay,
only
so-
muting. Oh, go ahead. No.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm only muting because I guarantee you I would blow David, Ethan, whoever's running sound completely out of the water. That's how hard I'm laughing at this point.
This is all your fault, Casey.
I know.
one that said
I'm just sitting here, just loving every minute of it. I came in with the plan and I executed that plan. My character can die tonight.
What people don't realize, this is the game. We're playing the game.
We are
See
playing.
if
the
we can
game.
get a
We are
character
having
killed in
fun.
downtime.
We are
Is that
having
the
fun with
challenge?
the characters.
No, it's not.
So Queen Danger Noodle appears.
Yes. The water ripples. He comes towards you. Maribel like pops the parasol at the last possible moment. Water sprays across all of you, and then yes, the finely dressed, the outline of a finely dressed woman is there of just like inky blackness and water. Her
Milos is unfazed by the wave of water,
standing liquid form. Yeah.
but will shake the water out of his tricorn hat before putting it back on.
Yeah, and Ohm is just drenched.
Oh, Omen's probably like, yes, yes,
Yes.
spray
Steps
me with
forward
more.
into the splash
Like,
zone.
Yeah. Ohm is in the splash zone, no tarp, ready to roll.
Yeah.
And is probably like trying to absorb as much of this as possible, because this might be the last time Ohm gets to see Satara. Every time Ohm has seen Satara lately, it has felt like the last time.
Could be the last.
Ohm is probably milking this a little bit more than they normally would. I think
yeah.
I think that Skurlock's head is not in a bag upon presenting it to Satara. I think it's on like a platter.
Where did you get a platter? Did you steal it from the house?
Did you-
What?
He spent a stress
Okay,
for a flashback.
no. Here's
Yeah.
the real question. Did Ohm have unspent load after we finish the score? In which case, mark load for a platter.
There it is.
Easy enough. Easy, one and done. Milos has 4 more loads, so if anything, Milos has a platter.
Yeah. You've
That's
got like a
actually
whole dinner
how
set
when
worth
when
of load.
Ohm marks armor, that's actually what it is. He has a platter like tucked inside. It's like bing.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that.
Like,
Strategically placed plate.
And it guaranteed it came from Welker Manor.
Oh yeah, it's got the stamp and everything. But Ohm has
Now it
scratched
has
it out so
vampire
as to
blood.
not like give away.
Well,
any-
it had the Welker arms in the middle of it, except for where it like caught a bullet. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
water sprays everywhere. The lady in black form of Satara is there standing, looking over you all. It's like, good. I trust everything went well. Maisley seemed very amused when she returned home.
In Takarosi, fine Takarosi, hi Takarosi, Ohm will greet Satara and thank her for her presence, and then back in English say, indeed, Maisley proved herself invaluable and had the mirth of a child when addressing the men who came for Skurlock.
Like, good. And you're all still in reasonably good form, so,
Yes. We have brought you something. And Ohm will step out of the way of the like Skurlock's head on some kind of like finery. And if he's like, does he still have like life in his eyes? Because I think if he does, then Ohm will have tilted his head onto its side.
I think
almost like
the head is like
almost,
kind of tipped
almost
a
like
little
a
bit back.
sashimi type thing, like where it's on and you can only see one eye.
See, I was picturing it like it's kind of like laid there on like what's left of the stump of the neck, kind of like off to the side a little bit, and it
Yeah.
hasn't been like doing anything weird other than like leaking that weird thick gooey like. It's like if you mixed chocolate syrup and motor oil, kind of like, yeah, horribleness.
Yeah.
Um,
Into a bag with a rubber band around the thing so we
Yeah.
can collect all that later. Thanks. Yeah.
But as with Satara there, like he'll turn around and be like, "We present you with this," and he'll kind of like half open an eye, kind of going that direction, kind of like. But like it doesn't have like a lot of motion to it. It's not like
Okay.
he's not fully acting or anything like that, but like it's
There's
apparently
something
still
going
kind
on.
of aware. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's terrifying. That's not supposed to be that way.
Milos will just kind of be like, we'd prefer to be sure that he's gone, like for good.
I think she'll like just like kind of verify with you guys for me, like like but she'll like do that thing where like it's not so much that like she moves and shifts position as like the water just ends up like in a different position, like the top of her body pours inwards and like pours outwards towards the bottom where like it picks up the head to like look at it. Um, and I think she'll be like, yes, yes, I know what should be done with this. I know how to deal with this to keep everyone safe.
If his like elbows, oh my, and points at his teeth, like
Oh,
his.
um, Satara, before you, um, before he is taken to a safe space, um, I would like to extract a keepsake from him, a pair of keepsakes, if I might, but only with your blessing. I profess to having misstepped in the past, not knowing um, the powers of the things I have gathered. So um, I wanted to ask before taking for myself.
She's like, I assume, you know, he'll want his teeth. She's like, yes, yeah, very well. And she kind of like one hands the head and like takes the other hand and kind of like grabs it and like there's a crunching noise and she gives you like the front part of his upper jaw. Like,
Well,
Oh,
more than I'd asked for. Pocketing that. You are most gracious, and I thank you for this gift. Um, this is
Ethan, this is not the place. Stop it.
this is something that has been on my mind for some time. Given that your relationship, whatever it is, with Skurlock is coming to an end, can you share with us the nature of that relationship? Why it was that the two of you could not directly conflict one another?
like we just have she would have like the more eloquent way that like probably dips in and out of like that kind of like old demonic tongue that like some of it's Takarosi crossover you can get and some of it like just goes into like something else.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of comes across as like we were allies once upon a time and we were bound together as an outcome of the thing we were worked on. And she blames him for turning on her, but she's like, you know, she's like, no, I know what needs to be done with him now.
Okay. Well, thank you for
It's like
sharing that with us.
you've done me a mighty favor. I appreciate all of you greatly, even with your little wrinkly brain grapes.
Maribel actually steps forward, closing her parasol for the moment.
Ready?
Things may be coming to an end here for some. Should I need to get in touch with you later on? Is that possible? Can this alliance continue?
Um, she will pick up the flower and she'll be like, you know, if there is something that you feel would be mutually beneficial to the both of us, we could speak about it.
Fabulous. And I guess I'll take Ohm's flower. It's mine now, bitch.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who to give it back to. Sorry, that was. Yeah.
It's mine now.
I mean, Ohm
She-
isn't going to stop Satara from doing that.
She
Ohm's just
handed
going to
it
watch
to
it
me.
very closely as it leaves Satara's hand and goes to goes to Maribel.
We'll take good care of it. Thank you. And then I will step back. Parasol back.
I think would then say, as she's alluded to, some of us are leaving. Duskfall. Is there a means of contacting you from beyond the limits of the city?
There's probably some sort of a method to like commune with her in some way. Um, it's certainly not a mechanical end of
Right.
things. It's something that's like, you know, you make a circle of salt and ash and you etch this symbol and you slice your finger and you drip some blood in it and like things. Uh, but like, there's probably some sort of a method to get in touch. Um, it is probably, I'll say if it exists and if you're able to complete it, it's there's actually a section in the book about rituals somewhere. Um, it's a ritual to do it, and like it might not be like a real time communication thing. It
Yeah.
might be more of a like whispered messages that travel through like the underworld until they reach their target kind of deal.
Got it. Cool. So Ohm will want to know that ritual and understand how to gather the components and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she would probably she would mention a name for what it is. Um, and then she would probably like take your hands and like cup them in front of you, and then like just drop like a little drop of her liquid into your hands and like close your hands around them. It's like you're connected in a way that you're going to be able to wire that to her.
Okay.
Right? You can't just be dial. You can't just be like drunk dialing any demon on the planet with this ritual. You have to be
No.
connected somehow.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Ohm will hold their hands close to their chest and like bow and step away.
It's an esoteric ritual called Yaki Udon.
Why do you gotta say it so creepily? Why you gotta be so creepy, Ethan?
Delivery is like 90% of the joke.
Oh, took a lot
So-
for me not to laugh.
It's so creepy.
Before, after, unless you have something to say, Milos. Griffith
Like that's not for me. I got other.
Griffith will come up,
Other creatures to appease.
and just as like as high Takarosi as he can, ask about the fire demon, if it's like actually dead or like is it still around? 'Cause that's always been a thing in the back of his head. Like, did she kill it, or is it just like gone off into wherever it needs to go to get strength? Because he still has the burn marks, and he still like uses that power. So it's like,
And you still have his heart somewhere.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're trying to
That's
pop.
Maribel's
Yeah.
problem. That is not Griffith's problem. She wants to power a ship with it.
No, she will. It's difficult to explain. Tiny little brains. I don't understand you. But yeah, he is as in any of the ways that you would describe a person as being. He is no longer.
Cool. And in Takarosi, he bows deeply and says, "Thank you." And he has other things he wants to say because he feels like he's just been insulted, but he's not going to do it. Even Griffith knows better than not to pick a fight with that.
Well, she turned a little girl into like a nuclear weapon, and like,
Right,
I'm
like-
just gonna like.
Like,
Furthermore, I want to speak to your manager.
no, he's not going to go for Karen on this one. I'm here. This is what I'm here for today, guys.
There
Playing
it is.
So,
TikTok.
hey, guess what my mother-in-law's name is?
Oh no.
Satara? No.
Satara. So
So weird, right? So
Ohm
weird.
is going
Yes.
to
Thank you, Jay.
Ohm is going to thank her again for her assistance in everything, and we hope that our what is it? Our as all things are temporary, we hope that our temporary time with one another has been is remembered fondly by her for as long as she deigns to remember us.
I think she will express thanks to the group, and maybe like as the group starts to like break up a little bit, she will like be there by Ohm and kind of like pat him on the cheek for a second, like I'm sure I'll be hearing from you again. And she'll kind of like,
Yep.
Mike, is she gone?
yeah, she will like unless somebody else has something else they wanted to do. No, no, no. Okay, yeah, then she will do that thing where like her form will just collapse into the water and like the ripple will move back out across the aqueducts, head back out of the city.
She does realize he'll look at Ohm and say in Tucker, he's like, she does realize like, well, literally half demons, right? Like, we're not them. We understand.
Hey, I understood that part.
Oh,
Oh, you learned again.
Yes, you also might be overselling the percentage of demon blood in Takarosi's, but
I mean, fair enough, but like Griffith, that's how Griffith feels. Like, really? Like, come on now.
yeah.
Has taught me some words. Like I know when you're talking about us.
Like the word for foreigners. Yeah. So Ohm would kind of be sheepish and say, "Yeah, I think that even in our elevated states, she is eons above us, and that is part of why I've been so infatuated."
Speaking of, don't bring that to the shop. Like, if you're gonna talk to your, what is she to you? Is she your god now, woman?
She is divine in a way.
Okay.
Milos just chuckles at this conversation.
Maribel has turned away from it. Like
just
nope, we're gone. Nope, out.
Just the what is it? It's that it's like, I know. We grew up with the stories of the Takarosi champions, the heroes of wars past that slain thousands.
right.
It would be as if walking next to one, knowing their greatness, knowing what they can do, and getting to share space with that has meant a great deal to me.
I can see that, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful of her because she got us out of all of the binds. Not some of them, all of them.
She did, yes.
But like, can we not invite that at our new home? Like, can we have like a month of peace and quiet before we get back at it?
I don't think that. I think that going forward, I will not be doing business with Satara.
Are you just gonna chat to her?
I have questions
Okay.
about. I have questions about the nature of our world that she would likely have answers to.
You know that's a slippery slope. Even our old mages talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna if this is the path you're gonna walk, no, well, I'm here for it. Let's just not invite any other demons.
No, I don't think I would need another.
I'm. We've both been touched. At least yours has been pleasant.
Yeah. She made it clear early on that her relationship with mortals is of more of a two-way partnership than as a one-way
Right.
contract.
Well,
We got lucky in running into her and making this connection. There were many demons we could have consorted with on a regular basis, and of the ones that I'm aware of, I'm glad that it was this one.
that we can agree with. So, what are you gonna do with the teeth?
I was thinking about making a Halloween mask.
A Halloween mask.
No, I think that an artifact of this power, I might be able to do something more than just voice.
That would be interesting.
Indeed.
Hmm.
We'll have to see.
He switches back to Takarosi.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna let Demas know about this.
I need to do some experimenting first before I know what they can do. Once I know what they can do, we can discuss with the group.
All right then. Well,
We already have our plan for the whole fighting ring, and I don't want to give up on that plan.
I forgot about that.
No, I've been thinking of a tiered structure. You know, a featherweight, lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, Titan class.
What would a Titan? And we can continue this walking down. It's like, what would a Titan class be?
We've
Is
already
this
faced one.
Are we inventing that movie with Hugh Jackman where he boxes with robots?
We're not inventing that movie. We're inventing that world. Okay.
That world.
But without sunlight. So,
Right, without sunlight and and ghosts.
And Australian accent,
Right.
maybe. I don't
And
remember
John
if he had an
Samurai-
accent in it.
It came out in some of them. I love that movie for as trash as it was. So
I
I
don't think
chalked
I
that
ever
up.
actually watched it.
It's not bad. It's actually somewhat of a feel good movie, and they got a giant samurai robot, which I'm always here for that.
Yeah. So yeah, Ohm will talk your ear off about
Mm-hmm.
um, robots or hulls, I should say, hulls and modular design and all that good stuff.
All right.
Ohm is going nuts with the ideas that Ohm can have.
And Griffith is just a little too excited about that. He's like, "Oh, I can already see it." He's already coming up with gambling ideas. He might even bring Spog in on this. Like, hey, man, you want to leave? Got a new money gig for you.
Yeah, we do need somebody to run the numbers for this, and why not you, a shark man?
I will fall happily into that position.
That's right. Oh, you want to bet on the little guy? Big grin. Sure. You can bet on the little guy.
I will fall happily into being that Don. I will happily be like, "Where's my money?"
Loan shark is not one of the things I saw coming for Griffith. But I really should have.
I was like, really?
Yes.
But we're not going to call you a loan shark.
Loan
'Cause
shark.
That's degrading to your type. What is it? A Shylock?
Is that what it's called?
Isn't that the collector for a loan shark is the Shylock?
I gotta look that up.
Shylock. I'm just seeing that Shylock is the principal antagonist in Merchant of Venice.
Fair enough.
This is a
We'll just
ruthless moneylender, a loan shark.
There you go,
There we go,
Shylock.
synonyms.
You're Shylock.
That may or may not burn your house down if you don't pay me.
Right. Yeah. Burning your house down is like step 2.
2. First, you get a
there's
broken
multiple
ankle.
steps.
Step 2 is burn your house down.
Apparently, Al Pacino played Shylock in a production of Merchant of Venice.
Well, now I
What
gotta
a man
watch
of
this
the
movie.
theater.
What a
What a
man
man
of
of
the
the
theater. Awesome.
And then he was in Jack and Jill.
You know, there's like an old, I want to say John Travolta movie where he played as a Shylock and he ran around collecting money for a moneylender or something like that. And that's where I heard the term, and I've held on to that term as gospel ever since. And I'm glad that it has paid out tonight on stream, many years later.
Wheels within wheels.
That's right.
Plans within plans. The sleeper has awoken. Yeah.
So Skurlock is gone.
Yes. We have killed Lord Skurlock, and we have given his head to his long-term mortal enemy, who has absconded with it out into the Deathlands to do.
That means that Ethan
Who
now
knows
has to
what.
run the Lord Skurlock game.
I do, yeah. Well, yeah. I feel like Satara's not just gonna like kill him though. She's totally gonna keep that head and just like.
Oh, there's
flick it.
absolutely like a cutscene that happens later that's like Satara's living room and Maisley coloring on the carpet in front of the fireplace and her like putting it on the mantle and just staring at it with a glass of wine, right? Like
Missing the
like,
top.
And feeding him like whatever essence he
that'll
needs
grow
to,
back
like,
in time.
to
Like,
eke out
Oh,
a
God.
meager existence.
Yep.
it's like
Just a little bit
there
of
on the
blood.
mantle with like the goo just like dripping. They have to like wipe it up. Anyway. So,
But you're saying that if
have a
I
little-
kept that
they have
head,
a little
I could have had a
funnel.
little goo factory.
No.
Damn it.
I
You
think-
guys.
I think
I
we need
don't
to move
wanna-
the conversation along anyway.
I don't want
That's-
to abuse the power of the X card, but if y'all don't stop,
yeah, it's time to move on. And it is not abusing the power to use it. So
I'm just like, how do I get this convo to stop? I know.
agreed. It is time to move on. Next. We're at do you want to do some downtime and then break, or do we want to do break and then downtime?
I'm kind of
So we're kind of in that like
break, and then we just
middle
get back
range.
to it and crush
Yeah.
downtime.
Yeah.
okay.
Our first like segment is always
This, whatever
Yes,
this
yes,
is.
yes.
It's the shoveling coal into the train engine just to see if maybe it'll start moving. If we shovel it enough, maybe we can get it going. It might tip over a couple of times, but we get it back on there. We shovel
It
some
may
more.
just blast flame back out in our faces, but like something will happen in the process of doing it. So it is roughly quarter past. Do we want to come back at like 25 past?
sure
Try to. All right, that
10-ish
sounds,
minutes.
Yeah. 10 minutes until we hit a nice round 5 something. Good. All right. We will see everybody then.
Yeah, be right back, guys.
Cool. 2, 1. Hi. Welcome back. All right. See, we got a countdown. It was almost accurate again.
Super accurate.
About as accurate
came
as
back.
they are.
Relatively speaking, around.
Yeah.
Not too far from when we meant to. I apologize. That bowl of cereal was far more involved than I thought it would be. So
It fought back.
It's like,
It
not
just-
today.
it was just like it's one of those like granola cereals where like it kind of like it's just there's more. There's always more of it. Like you just don't.
Um,
It's not gone yet. Like
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, the milk is hiding the iceberg underneath of granola.
Yes. So, downtime. Downtime's the thing that we get to do. Where now that we've finished a score, now that we've gone and had our fun time visiting with Tara.
Are we still at war?
No. Yes, you're still at war with Skurlock's head on Satara's mantle.
so mad. He's so mad.
Just
He's so angry that
He's
the
not even in
war
the city
persists.
anymore.
The war persists beyond his grave.
yes. No, we are no longer at war. The
Awesome.
people who were farthest down that track to potentially be problems with were Skurlock, who we were at war, who is no longer really a thing, and the Wraiths, who are no longer a thing. I think we may still have one on there that's like we're on the outs with like the Lord Governor, but like that one's not like that thing right now.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that we are a disappointment for the Lord Governor and not a
Are
thought.
are we a disappointment, or are we just not on his radar right
Well,
now?
Cinder took the fall for us not delivering the thing,
Fair enough.
right?
She
Cinder
probably
didn't necessarily
I would-
take the fall for you not delivering the thing. Cinder went down over Tuhon eventually standing up for like you people are going to destroy this city if we don't try to stop you kind of thing eventually.
Got it.
And that's how she like bled out in a cab on the way to the railway station trying to get the hell out of the city.
Like
so weird.
Yeah. Just, rolling up, dropping off
We should
corpses at the
really-
rain station.
you know what's crazy is I had Tuhon totally wrong. I thought he was way more into being loyal to Cinder than I thought.
What happened is that deal ran its course, and she become a liability versus an allyship. That's what that was.
Yep.
Yeah, she was good money for a long time, and then
Sure.
there was a whole lot of the city that kept collapsing and burning down because of things she was involved in. So
I'm surprised we didn't catch more hell from that.
You
Since we
know,
did a
give
lot
me
of the
chance,
burning.
and we can.
yeah, the thing is that like we were not for some of those block-wide fires, we were not present. Right? We were aware that they were happening and we were involved that night, but we weren't physically present at that specific fire.
We had alibis.
Sure, it started in whatever orphanage was nearby and spread out from there. But besides those ones,
coal dust is highly, highly flammable.
It's true. It's true.
oh yeah, that the
And
Lamplax
that was their
warehouse
own
was
bomb. That was their
a
own
big
bomb
boom.
thrown back at them. We didn't even make that explosive.
We just sent this hurtling in with a bunch of goats going, ah!
Left it in a goat cart and shot it in through the entrance.
That's right. Okay, so we're gonna do this downtime stuff. We get all of our downtime actions.
Yes, we get all our downtime actions, so everybody gets at least 2. Ohm and Maribel, you get 3. I feel like I'm still forgetting somebody else who gets 3, but that
Demas
might be
is-
Demas.
Demas,
who was
but
not
Demas
there,
is
so-
Demas is busy.
which is why I keep forgetting and getting it wrong. Cool.
Is busy not being in this city now because he's got the money he needs. We don't
packing
know
his
it, but Demas is already gone.
he's like signing deals for real estate in the Dagger Isles right now. Just-
Yeah. Well, he's got to get all of his, he's got to get his investments.
Right.
Go ahead and put those in. Make sure they're Reddit proof. He's got to get his real estate.
Make
He
sure
got
the
just got
market's not
stuff to do.
subprime. It's got to make sure it's not.
It's got to
Make
be
sure-
the nice part.
I need to buy a
Probably-
place that's going to be far enough from the coast that when the moon slams into the planet and the oceans rise, it's not going to sink. Like this.
It's not gonna speak. Just get a houseboat, dude.
Yeah. It's a bungalow that converts into a houseboat if the
Yeah,
sea
see?
gets too high.
It's got a little lightning fence.
Mm-hmm.
Not a full wall, just a fence.
Yeah.
I just
enough.
imagine there's like a scene at the end of after everything's done that's just like Demas in like swim trunks and like an open robe, just like out there on the deck,
Oh, absolutely.
sipping a drink out of like a coconut. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine Demas is probably going to go and found the equivalent of Tortuga for Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Just like, I've got to have my small business because I got my 40 coin in stash. And you can't really run a business out of a bungalow unless it's like some kind of weird Etsy shop. And I just don't know that Demas is one for crafts.
You're distributing to the Ojaks.
Yeah, Ohm's got me a hookup with Jack, and so I crochet my mittens and my other fun little tchotchkes and just send them off.
Honestly, like Demas could have a whole like side gig of like making hidden weapons. It's like cane swords, sure, but really what I got for you are like knife dagger mittens. Put these mittens on, you squeeze them, and out come little knife daggers.
Yeah, and the boots that you click the heels and like knives come out of the toe.
Yeah.
Sure, this looks like a belt, but really, nunchucks.
Yep.
Oh man, you could have a totally awesome like "Where'd the soda go" infomercial where it's like, does your belt keep kicking your own ass? Replace that with some
at some point in a Blades campaign, I think the ship has sailed on this one, but I really like, my favorite weapon from Bloodborne is the threaded cane, to where it's like it's just a cane and you just whack people with it. But then when you like hit it on the ground, it turns into like a dagger chain or whatever, to where it like stretches out and has just a bunch of like dagger pieces on it. It's so cool. Love that thing.
Yeah, well, that's one thing we never really got much into was the fantastical weapons, other than like the big axe gun
and the soulbound harpoon.
We had some Takarosi weapons.
That's true.
There.
Yeah, we had a couple things along the line. There was one that was I forget where it's from in the real world, but somebody had like a big like meat cleaver type knife that had like music etched into it. I think Chuhan might have had that.
Yeah.
But that's something that like exists in some parts of the real world somewhere.
That's cool.
Now I have to like in the real life find that and buy that weapon just to have. It just sounds cool enough. Like, why do you have that? It's a decoration piece, and I'm sure anybody who breaks my house will look at that and be like, "Wrong house."
What you need, Casey, is a gun axe.
That is true. Casey, you need a gun axe.
I will say in Favor 2, like my favorite weapon was the gun axe. Like,
and then just get somebody to carve like property of Bazo Baz into it.
Yes.
I know a couple medieval weaponsmith people. Don't tempt me to pay that money. I will pay that
They
money.
got that little Dremel tool and a good steady hand.
They etch out that like top of a lamppost under the end of the palm. Like,
Well, now I know what I'm doing for my vacation. I'm just gonna spend time at a forge and make my own damn gun. That's what you do for your 2-week vacation. Well, I sweated at a 5,000-degree forge for a while, but look at this.
Look at this badass gun axe I got
gun axe
from this role-playing game I played for a year. Like, wait, what? Explain
The
that
scary
last
thing
part.
is, it's functional.
Right. Right. Yeah, I could actually chop down a tree with this, or murder you.
I was always waiting for the like chop trigger pull. Like
never got an opportunity.
Yeah,
I
no,
wanted
never,
to do
never
it.
came
I
up.
never got the opportunity to do it.
Most things just went down after the chop, right? Like,
Yeah, I was like I had those were my actual good rolls to where I just decapitated or ended somebody right there, and I'm like, my caster was gonna be that, but I actually blew her away in the first shot. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
You used it to take off Skurlock's head after you had shot him.
I mean, that was true, but I didn't get the chop and then poof. That's like the one. That's what I didn't get.
That's the one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time we play, we're gonna find another gun axe. Make this shit happen.
From Lazo Laz. Long lost cousin.
No, I already know my next character. It's already here.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
All right.
So who's taking down?
I need to get healed because I got effed up.
Oh yeah, you did get effed up big time.
Milos could do with some healing as well.
I was like, Skurlock did a number on me.
Guess who's fine?
Yeah, Ohm stayed out of trouble. Ohm stayed out of trouble on that one. Right. Ohm will heal you. I have good news, friend.
Mhm.
my friends that are getting healed. You get 5 dice now.
Oh, thank God! Please crit. Please crit. I
Because
ask
I
you.
got the 4 in Tinker. And you're in Ohm shop now, buddy.
Where is the heal? I only played this game for 1,000,000 times.
It's right next to how hurt you are.
You are correct, sir. God. I usually just stay hurt. I don't even bother with that. I was like, I don't last long. I don't know how I can stay at level 2 and not be dead for 6 months. All right. Let's see what
Yeah,
I
because
get.
you drop down to 1, just get right back on that horse.
Just like, all right, well, we're here again.
Oh
All right,
my
let's see
God.
what we go. Number of die, 5.
Oh,
Really?
a success though. I mean,
1-6. That's three ticks on the healing clock.
No,
pretty
I'll pay that
wait,
coin.
don't you have the thing where you only need 3 to heal up?
I think he has the other thing where
I have
the
the
other
penalties are one
We have
less.
the-
Yeah,
Milos has
that-
the
There it
ones
is.
already
Okay.
full.
That's how I've survived. Is that my negative D has only just been less effect.
Got it.
So,
Got it.
so all of number 1 drops off, right?
Yep. And then whatever's in 2 dips down to level 1.
Which was choking with crushed windpipe because I decided to spit in a vampire's face.
That was so good too.
Yeah.
That
I was
was
like-
so good. I was just like, Mike was like, that does not go unpunished. I was like, oh,
I knew I was getting something
Good to
too. I
know.
was like, yeah, Griffith is stupid enough to do that. He's a warrior at heart.
Tank it. Make sure you hold aggro. Yeah,
yeah.
Why is everything? What does it say? Bruised windpipe.
Never actually gone to the settings box on the sheet, and wow, yeah, you really can customize the hell out of it, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
for
wow.
some reason, I can choose up to 14 stress boxes.
Jesus.
I don't even know if the rules allow for that.
But yeah.
Milos will get some healing as well while we're here.
Okay. Well, I'll
5
just take
dice.
turns in Ohm's big bloodstained chair.
Yeah.
I'm like brain spliced because I think
Oh yeah.
somebody's dome piece was in my brain pan for a little
Oh,
bit.
when Skurlock was kind of like popping in and out of existence, he kind of like
That's right.
passed
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys
through
shared
you.
space, time and space
Okay.
for longer
So I
than is
got
recommended by doctors.
that's 3 ticks. So that fills me up. Brain spliced. Let's just get migraine. Level 1 migraine.
Yes. Yes. Good.
And then spinning a coin wouldn't get me another full clock, so I'm not gonna bother. I think the level 1 harm is fine.
Well, you could spin coin to go and get healed by somebody else.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
That's not 5 dice though.
It's true. It's not 5
That
dice.
could be
It's gonna
anything. That could be anything.
It's gonna be 3 dice or 4 dice.
That 6
Yeah.
was the 5th die.
Well, Quellen's always been like 2 dice on her own and 3 dice because Ohm's in the group. But
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't we have
Plus,
one
we
healer
have to
guy
go
that
to
was a little bit
Quellen's.
better, but I got myself uninvited from him.
Yeah, Milos'
Yeah.
friend.
With his little jar of creature,
yeah, demon drop
whatever
liquid
that was.
stuff. Yeah, let's
That's what I
not
thought
try to
Ohm was
figure
gonna
it
get. I thought that's what Ohm was gonna get, was that like Sataru was gonna be like, oh, I have just a thing, and she'd pull like a mason jar with like a little bit of her stuff floating around in there. It's like, oh,
out. Here's a jar, and like she fills it in like the aqueduct, and she's like, like,
Yeah.
there you go. You're welcome.
gives it a good shake.
Demon girl bathwater.
Yeah, dude.
Ah, it's
God
been nice
damn it.
being on Twitch. Goodbye.
God damn it.
You can make jokes about it. That's a silly thing that people did. They
That
bought
is a
that.
silly thing that somebody did.
It's idiots.
So, good. All right. Ohm would like. Oh man, I think Ohm would like to study those teeth and come up with some kind of design that would allow. I think with something as powerful as like vampire teeth. I mean, is it doable to do something more than just voice across long distance? Like maybe small object teleportation or something similar?
I don't know about
Between
small object teleportation. If you
large
wanted to
object
talk about
teleportation? Okay.
entire city teleportation,
Yeah.
just
Oh no.
boom, Duskwall, you're in the Tiger Isles now.
That would be so
Um,
fucking amazing.
Just right on top of Demas's bungalow. Just
Demon's is like, oh, you know who was great? Quellen was great. Ohm's like, I'm just a thing. One moment. Then boom.
You're back. No, there's just no. The bungalow fits perfectly in the hole in the city created by our shop.
Yeah.
It's just literally just back to square one.
That way we know where we are. We don't get lost.
Just
This is bad.
but it's been a great
No, okay,
night
fair enough,
tonight,
fair enough,
guys.
fair enough.
It's-
Teleportation, too much, too much. I get you. I get you.
I
What
think
about
my
FaceTime?
pitch was going to be my pitch was going to be like FaceTime or like shared like I keep going back to either shoot, not Agency by William Gibson, the one that was right before it.
Oh, peripheral.
Yeah, where when they would take calls, like you would end up in like that person's like imaginary space.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like,
That
when
would
somebody
be
calls
cool
you, it's like a
for-
virtual reality kind of thing almost, where like you're
Oh,
like
dude.
Mind meld.
in there. Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, good. We're going to hang out here and talk in my memory palace like thing. Yeah.
So that would be cool if like the teeth inside the masks then could make a pocket that you could step into, and the other person with the other vampire tooth could step into that same pocket with you.
The pocket always looks like Skurlock's study.
Yeah. And it's like
That are like the hedge maze out behind Skurlock Manor.
Oh, yeah.
dude. Oh yeah, because then you like come out of the shrubbery and there's this like big broken altar in the middle, and it's like all gray and muted outside of. Oh no, it was
Uh-oh.
Casey.
We lost Casey.
You know
Are you
what also
thinking
had that?
this is like a?
Oh, go ahead.
Are you thinking this like a personal, like
Oh, it'll
project
still
that
be
you
in the
would use
box.
between
Yeah,
two people?
I
in
know.
a
I'm
group?
let's sit up here for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I think right now anyways, I want to understand what is possible,
Mhm.
and then if it's something that could be usable, then maybe that becomes like how we all communicate. Or if it goes in a different direction, then Ohm would do something else with it, right? But
Gotcha.
at least initially, I was thinking, yeah, there'd be some kind of way to, I don't know, make speaking with each other easier or more.
See,
yeah.
now we're on the cusp of inventing like brain dance. And it's just, and that's, oh wow, we just keep inventing things that are bad for people.
Yes, I'm not afraid
Well, I
of
think
this.
like I don't want to like force it to be something small because like this is like we're nearing in on the end of things and like I want it to be something good. Like this is the teeth of the 1,000-year-old vampire dude. Like so we have to be able to use that for something. So if we wanted to do something like that where we're able to communicate in this way that's like more elaborate and like more interactive than just like Are you there today? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Um,
and I think if we needed to say like he's got like double canines, so he's got like two on each side because we have people who are like spreading out across the world into more than one location.
sure.
Like it could be, yeah, we've got four characters. We could have four masks with them. So like there is a way that they stay in touch if they need to.
What if it's like, oh yeah, because I do have that group communication clock that I had been working on a little bit. Oh man, there is a show I watched a long time ago where like the like power of one of the people was to bring you into another like dimension or another like pocket of reality. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is like Skurlock's manor. We're in his study. And if nobody's there, you can still interact with the things in the room, like a quill and pen and that kind of thing. And so you could like leave messages for others to find. But if you're all in the study together, then you could communicate normally. You can't like leave something behind and come back and get it later. It's not like a place to store things, but you could impact the room.
Right.
And that would be kind of cool.
Like the library is there, but all the books are blank kind of deal.
That's what I was thinking too.
And so you
Yeah,
could
yeah, like
pull a
it's-
book and write in it
Right.
kind of deal and then put it back and now it has something in it.
Right.
kinda
And there's that big thick ass book in the middle, and it's just the pages of human flesh that are all blank. Right. And
I never said that.
Oh, you didn't? I'm sorry.
I don't remember. I might have.
So something like that. Yeah, yeah. And then you've got I don't know. Then you've got a couple of masks that are like maybe that can't be removed. Maybe that isn't in a compartment, but it's like affixed to the mask and can't be undone.
What's our Zoom call masks?
I hate the name.
Gotta workshop that name, but
Yeah.
And then like when
Yeah.
everybody when like a person enters the space, the mask just kind of like vibrates a little bit.
Oh, neat.
So you just leave it on your table next to your chair and you're like, oh, somebody's in. Jump in and say hey.
It tries to
I think,
crawl towards you.
I think
Like-
that the mask needs to be. That's too comfortable. I think a vibration is too comfortable. I think it needs to be like it needs to heat up. You know, it needs to have something that's like a different sensation than what is really helpful, but noticeable, right? So if you have it like in a pocket or whatever, it starts to get warm. You know what's going on. But it's also kind of unsettling because now there's this like hot thing. Or maybe
Especially
I don't know.
something we
I'm
need
trying
to
think of
keep under
another
wraps.
sensation other than like a chirp or a.
Yeah.
Maybe just cold. Cold's uncomfortable.
yeah, something freezing to the
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah.
Or it becomes the exact consistency and temperature of human flesh.
That's
Gross.
You said uncomfortable.
that is uncomfortable.
We don't need to go Eldridge uncomfortable though.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Y'all, this has been Eldritch for a long time.
yeah.
With the demon face that just shows up every so often and cackles without anybody really noticing. Yeah, I'm into that.
And then we get to meet the demon in the masks. It's like a
Oh,
little
because he's
butler.
in there.
Like a little butler.
Oh, that could be the butler. Yeah.
He plays he really just sits in the corner and plays the piano and just keeps giving us like looks like, yeah, next time you come in may be the last time. Maybe you stay next time.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. That's the kind of shit that I'm into. You have this convenient thing, and I'm gifting that to you with my demonic power because you keep feeding me things that are interesting. You should keep doing that.
You can
You
ask
can
him
have- you can-
questions, but he'll never tell you what you have to pay him for the answer.
Right?
Can I
He'll
make
just
a
extract it from you.
can I ask for? Can I bargain with the DM, so that there
No.
were 6 teeth? I mean, we have his
Yeah,
whole
I was
jaw,
starting to
right? It
kick that
doesn't need to be
around,
his
yeah.
canines.
Yeah, his canines are the good special ones, but like, yeah, you have like that front chunk of jaw to work with. So
Awesome.
there's, we also have the Milos and the Raja.
Yeah. The thought was that so Milos and Maribel could communicate at distance.
I'm sitting right here on the call. You don't forgot about me.
Sitting right here on the call. You said you'd be right back. I thought it was a personal break. it's been an hour.
Yeah, so if you want to develop that kind of a thing,
Sorry.
that sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. So pocket Skurlock's study with maybe the presence of this force that Ohm has been playing with for a long time is finally manifest.
I'm kind of content with just having that be whatever is the group communication thing that's left.
Okay.
Right?
Yay.
Like just keeping the same clock and like expanding what it would actually do.
All right. Well, I'm going to invoke for the first time ever my analyst ability that I've had for a long ass time.
During downtime, you get 2 ticks to distribute among any long-term project clocks that involve investigation or learning a new formula or design plan. Yes.
I have not done this for like 15 downtime actions. And I could have done so much with this.
We could have been like the mask could have been done like last July.
Long ago. All of our crazy ideas around the halls, around like
Could have been
masks
done.
that are
All those
bosses
ones
of
that are like 1 tick away.
Oh,
Like
yeah. And like the masks that could have been like bosses of all the other masks and all the like backdoor ideas we had, all of that could have been done. But me as a player failed to remember that I have this boon.
Oops.
That's how it goes. So yeah,
Oops,
I'd
all
also
crunch
like
periods.
to. I'd like to put 2 on the clock for that, and then I'd like to do a downtime action to try and advance that further. Now that I've got some new components to muck around with, namely the jaw of a vampire.
Do you also have the one where like when you're doing these downtime actions, like it raises your outcome the next tier or something like that?
Yeah, this artificer.
+1 result level to your rolls. Yep, that would be the one.
Yep. Yeah, I've got all of them. Like except the fortitude thing. Like Ohm is tricked out at this stage of the game. So I'm gonna roll Tinker for my downtime action.
Cool.
And we're just gonna hit it. Got a success.
So a 6 is a full success, which is just 3 ticks.
Okay.
Artificer clicks it up a notch to make a crit, which is 5 ticks, which fills that entire clock.
Fucking A. Love it.
If I can click it in Roll20 and do the thing. Whoop. Okay, there it goes.
Beautiful.
So, ta-da! We have masks with like magic interregnum zones in them to hang out in studies full of like ancient books with the demon
ancient books that are
piano
blank,
player.
regrettably
Yeah.
blank.
Yeah,
But they look-
it's a space that's the memory of the room, not the room itself. Like,
Right.
and y'all didn't know what was in all those books.
No, and Skurlock, it'd be kind of fun if this is like Skurlock's memory, but it's like fragmented and partial. And so like there might be a page in one of these books he does remember, but it's not useful because it lacks all the context of the
Yeah.
pages around it.
Oh man, that'd be a cool like fortune roll kind of deal. Like you're in the study. Can you find any
And-
information? Like go through it and like
Right.
on a crit you find some useful piece of information from Skurlock's like
Well,
stores.
in his copy of Yito's Guide to Unicorn Care on the shelf here, it says, like,
Yes. And it's the only like quarter page of that book that his teeth remember. right? Because it's not like
Yeah.
we have. It's not like we have all the goods. We just got like.
I feel like in some of the books, there's sections where like there's pages where it has like the illustrations show up, and then like around it is just like squiggly lines.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, well,
this was the one that had the tower with the giant snake wrapped around it, and like the rest of the page was, I don't know, it was about something. Like,
and, and it's just like constantly frustrates Ohm because Ohm is like, we should have left with all the books. This page is telling me we should have left at least with this book. Because knowing what this page is saying would mean so much to me right now.
and in the big one on the pedestal, there's definitely a page that's like the big black snake outline. That's like this page was about Satara, and it's not written down here. What the hell?
Right. Exactly.
Good thing we have the big book with the big black snake picture.
Yeah. At least until Maribel hawks it somewhere, right? That's
right. That's right. Okay, good. All right, that's my first one. Thank you.
Speaking of Maribel,
yes. What is Maribel up to?
well, Maribel's got a couple things. The first being taking the chance to indulge my vice.
Okay.
So going to gamble after a successful mission. An incredibly successful mission. And
Heading out to White Crown to the Dusk Manor Club.
Yes, which I'm in good graces now, I would think. My coin has sticking power now.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you wanted to play at the regular tables? Because the high roller room is right over here.
Yes. We're gonna go for it. But no, I'm gonna indulge my vice by playing some cards.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Ooh.
Did you just overindulge your vice by
I did.
cards?
Just
Oh,
overindulge my vice.
snap.
Whoa.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
This is the time.
I clear it though, right? It does clear.
I believe so.
Yeah, it empties out when you open.
Okay.
Or no, I think I'm thinking of the heat thing where it fills up and then empties and somebody goes to jail.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, because if you overindulge, that means you went like below 0 stress, so it would be empty anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, you overindulge. Vice is not reliable, controllable habit. It's a risk. One that can drive your character to act against their own best interests. Yeah, you get into a real like serious game with like the Lord Governor is at the table. He's there.
Perfect.
He's in a bad mood,
I
and
love
it's like I am taking every one of his coins. Like that's.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get to decide how you overindulge then. The options are that you attract trouble, and then we'll roll an extra entanglement. You brag about your exploits, which will give the crew +2 heat.
No, not that one.
Your character vanishes for a few weeks. Or your current purveyor cuts you off.
Y'all. Oh Jesus, guys! I didn't realize you had so much heat.
Yeah, we have a lot of heat. I was gonna take care of some heat.
Just roll it over into a wanted level.
So can I push it to entanglement? Is that okay with everybody? That we get an additional entanglement?
Is that rolled now with the heat that we've got?
Yeah.
Because that could be somebody goes to jail.
What are the other options, Mike?
I was also going to say that attract trouble feels not super great, knowing that there's not a whole lot of time left for that to become a thing. But
right.
The other options are brag, which is +2 heat.
Which we can't do either.
Yeah. Well, you can. I mean, it'll fill the heat meter. It'll become a level of wanted, and then it won't matter until it won't matter.
What happens at wanted?
You roll 1 die for entanglements instead of 0 dice. Like, that's the number of dice you roll for entanglements.
Oh.
So instead of taking the easiest of the two, we would take the die that came up.
Yeah. And you have the thing where the crew rolls twice. So it's like, instead of taking 4 dice and taking the lowest of the 4, you have to take the lowest of 2.
Can we do that? Is that okay? It clears our heat.
Yeah,
which
because I
gives
think,
us-
yeah, because like nobody goes to jail unless we roll that on like entanglements, and I don't
Right.
think we're rolling any more entanglements.
Yeah, and even if you do, that would be... You roll dice equal to your wanted level. But the table you roll on is based on the heat.
Right.
Yeah.
So our heat
so
would
that
So
would
be-
if you're rolling 1 die, but your heat is low enough that like it's not in the table where like, yeah, somebody could get arrested, nobody's gonna get arrested.
Okay.
I think, yeah, if we could
That's
do
fine.
that, yeah.
Go out with a little bit of a wanted level.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done so
Like-
much over the last couple of.
It's bound to happen.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
look, I cleared the heat for everyone.
We did just kill or.
We did.
I feel like having a wanted level's fair because
You killed Lord
Governors-
Skurlock in the process. Like a bunch of the Lord Governors dudes got like imploded by Demon Child, and like,
Right.
Mhm.
yeah, right. There's
And
people who
literally 4
realize you're
weeks-
not actually dead, and like bad things have happened, and now they're out to get you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now
4
there's
weeks
a
in a row,
posse.
we screwed the Lord Governor hard, like bad.
Yeah,
we
but
have,
he kind of liked it.
we have not been on his side.
Pearl. It's a pearl clutch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well. I did clear my stress.
Yeah.
Yep, cleared your
mission
stress,
accomplished.
cleared the heat, all in one go.
I still got two things to do.
Wow.
So,
Uh,
but I'll let y'all go.
Also needs to clear stress. So I'm gonna go back to Ojak. Up on
Back
the
up to the rooftop markets.
rooftop markets. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, just God, I think that Ohm is probably just feeling amazing, you know, like having gotten away with the like a big bag of vampire blood and or collection of rags, whatever it is, and then the teeth, and has like had this eureka breakthrough. Ohm is probably like just feeling like $1,000 to come out here and get to go shopping again, you know, and find what sort of finery they can get to. Actually, you know what? Ohm does need to find a gift because I'm giving the heart of the dancer to Griffith's wife. Ohm is going to look for another gift. Yeah, I'll have to think on what kind of gift, unless you've got some ideas. But Ohm is hunting for a gift that
Okay.
they can leave behind.
Yeah, I mean you're able to go to Silk Shore, walk the little ramps that are up above all the people who are down there in the little coffee shops and partying and stuff like that. You make it to Ojak's shop. There's probably a moment when you first get to Ojak's shop where you kind of have that like, oh crap moment. You see someone who is wearing one of those like the really big like Imperial City hood type style outfits. And then they turn to face you, and it's Ojak, and like the inside is lined with this like patterned silk and stuff like that.
Oh,
So it's
cool.
like kind of melding that like weird finery that Ojak has and this kind of like sort of plain but really huge hood type outfit things.
Oh yeah, so maybe I caught her just as she was coming in or about to go out or something like that.
Yeah, I think like that. Ojak will start talking with you. It's like, oh, nice to see you here. It's like, just haven't seen you in a couple. And like another Ojak who's in like local dress like comes out from the back, and then like the one in the big hood kind of like walks off, and like the other one like picks up mid sentence and continues the conversation.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. And Ohm is trying to get used to that. You know, like I remember I learned this thing, but I have not experienced this thing enough to
Yeah.
really be comfortable with
I
it.
know a
It's-
thing exists,
Yes.
and I know that I need to be prepared for when said thing happens.
Yes.
Still have not had a lot of
Unprepared.
opportunity to practice said thing. Yeah.
Right. Right. But yeah, Ohm is going to seek Ojak's opinion and help in finding this gift.
Ojak's glad to help find insert gift here. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Got all but one of my stress gone.
Nice.
Yep. You show up with 7 stress and you hope for a 6.
Fair.
I don't know why I roll so many dice. Why do I roll 4 dice to clear my stress?
It rolls. Pull up your character sheet so I can look. Actually, sorry, that's probably just popped up for everybody, but I wanted to be able to like open it up on the stream so I could look. So when you roll Vice, there's that thing where like your action rolls go across, right? So like Hunt is like how many dots you have in that row,
Right.
and your Insight is how many dots you have in that column.
Right.
So when you indulge Vice, it takes your lowest column group, right? So Insight or Prowess or Resolve. Just you're so spread around that you have 4 dots in all of them.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So like if you only had like the 2 dots in Sway and none in Attune, Command, or Consort, you would go to Indulge Vice and it would roll 1 die.
Got it. Wow. Wow.
You beat the system.
I beat this. I didn't even know I was beating the system. But that's scary because like now I got to show up with a lot of stress because I got 4 dice
Yep.
and any one of them could send me over. Wow. Okay. Interesting push pull mechanics. I love that. I love it. Thank you for explaining that
Yep.
to me.
So that was your second downtime?
Yep, that was my second
Yep,
downtime.
okay.
And Ohm is, I'd like to walk away with something like like maybe like a caged bird, uh, like the pedestal for a bird cage without any of the tines, any of the like wiring, without any of the wires, just the base. And there's a like maybe levitating or propped up perch with a little bird on it. And the bird could leave if it wanted to, but it doesn't know to, so it just stays within the little cage area. And you can like place it wherever you like, and it'll, if it's in the sun, then it'll tweet at the sun, or if you keep it in shade, it'll calm down, that kind of thing. But it's this this creature that clearly could leave, but for whatever reason chooses not to, as it's like bound to this apparatus.
And you also had gotten a bunch of like fancy fabrics the last time you saw Ojak too.
Yeah, and that was to make a dress for
Lorena.
Lorena. Was that the gift? Was I gonna make this dress for?
Yeah, that was the replacement gift for the box.
Okay, well then maybe I'm so sorry. I forgot that was the replacement gift for the box. So instead, maybe I'm getting some additional finery for that dress.
Get the bird, dude. That sounds cool as fuck.
Okay.
Because we got a lot of that stuff. Like the whole point was to try to like mimic that starry thing that she had on last time.
Yep.
I think you did well on your stress roll to get that. Is like, so it's just you got to make it. So yeah, man, get the bird.
Okay. If you're down with that, Mike.
Absolutely.
the like caged bird sings situation.
I know why the cageless bird hangs out here.
Yeah.
No, that's. I don't know.
Perfect.
Yes.
We got to keep it away from the unicorn at all times because Snowflake will eat it. There's our obligatory Snowflake.
Yep.
And
I'm
for the
sorry.
Giagos has been on all evening. I'm not going to traumatize him tonight with Snowflake.
That kind of just hit as like a solid metaphor for Maribel staying in Dustfall.
Good, because that's Maribel's gift.
Good job, Dave.
That Ohm is going to bring to her later on.
Aw.
Enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah. Who else is doing stuff? Because we still got a whole
I
bunch
need
more.
to gamble, and
All right.
I need to talk to Spog. So, unlike the last couple of times, Griffith is in his old school uniform. It's been patched up. It's been washed.
Go. Keep going.
It's been washed. You know, like now that he has his wife back with him, she has taken time to get all the stains out, and it's actually a nice pressed shirt, nice overalls, patched up. He's got his little bowler hat on, you know, and he's going to Spogs. You know, he's walking in, confident, no weapons other than his knife and a regular flintlock. He's trying to be. He's not trying.
Not
Even
trying to draw attention this time.
He realizes that he's almost out. So, and he snatches another 2 bottles of whiskey on his way out because he's got to have a deal sweetener, and he's going into Spogs. Or into what? His name just left me.
Cobb. Cobb runs the bar. Spog runs the
Cobb.
game.
Yep,
Yeah.
Cobb. Thank you.
It's tough to remember. I have to make myself remember.
Yeah, that wasn't the best plan on my part. That's true.
Oh,
It's good. I like it. It's so close. Like, that's good.
They're brothers.
at this, you know what? Yeah, there we go. I was like, at this point, they're twin brothers, right? We're just gonna make that canon. They're twin brothers. So, so he walks in and he'd be like, "Cobb, my friend, how you doing?"
Yeah, he sees you come in and kind of like gestures back by. It's like, yeah, we're getting it down again, you know.
Cool.
It's
By
like,
the
you know,
way, I don't know how
sounds-
many. He brings him in closer to the mic. Come here. And he sets one of the bottles. It's like, make this last. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. So, and he slides over that Scotland whiskey. Because we'll probably halfway through this one, if not more at this point.
Yeah, I forget. We said somewhere where we were that last time or one of the times before, but yeah, around that mark.
So, and Griffith is actually kind of like more somber this time around. He's not as bombastic as he usually is. He's like, "Hey, it's been real. It's been real nice. Yeah, not a lot of places let us kind in, friendly anyway. So, for your generosity, I appreciate it."
Oh yeah, no. Glad to have you guys. Everything okay? Just, doing all right.
Looking at it, he's like, Griffith's like, looking for a change of scenery soon. So, probably be
I can
hopping the next
understand.
ship out of here.
Oh, okay.
But
He will kind of nod and he'll set the glasses down. Oh, okay. Well,
if you ever get and he'll just like, if you ever get tired of Duskfall, know you have a friend abroad.
I'll keep that in mind. So, like, raise the little glass to you.
All right.
Clink.
Now I'm gonna go take these fools' money one last time as he tosses it back.
He will kind of like get a little chuckle out of that as he's like putting the bottle back up behind the bar and stuff.
And yeah, he walks back there. It's the regular crowd.
Yeah. Right. Like there's probably one or two people there that you haven't really seen around before, but for the most part, it's like that one red sash dude, and like what's left of like the one lamp black left in town, and like the one guy who's like, yeah, like used to work for the lamp. There was one lamp black who
Mike,
one guy who used to work for the lamp blacks who would like drink too much. He's like passed out.
It's Rich's character,
table.
right?
Yes.
It was. Yeah, we made it Rich's character.
Scanning
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where he kind of turns up back to his normal self. He's like, guys, y'all ready to lose your money at least one last time?
I think you'll get a lot of like unpleasant looks, and like when you're like, guys, like scanning, like.
Hi, Scannon.
I kind of like drool. Like,
God, you are.
His voice is stupor.
yes.
In the back of Griffith's mind's like, no wonder you missed that shot. No wonder you were drunk on the job. All right. So
I mean, was played by Rich.
Hey, now.
Indulge.
Let me just take a shot in the middle of this game.
He doesn't drink on his real job. He drinks here.
Yeah, he drinks here.
That dude works
so his characters,
in his real
characters
job.
drink on the job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he wishes he could.
So I got rid of all but 2 stress with that one. Nice.
Cool.
And so he's like, yeah, and I'm sure like the game goes down. He's like, Spog, if you got a minute, I'd like to have a word with you.
It's like, yeah, all right, yeah. It's like he calls over like his little like assistant dude who's like, not necessarily like he's gonna like keep running the game as much as like make sure nobody screws with the stuff on the table. Like those bets stay where they are. Nobody moves. Da da da. Like that kind of thing. Like, keep your hands off my chips. But he'll go off to the side to talk to you.
How attached are you to Duskfall, Spog?
I think he will look at you, and he looks exactly like his brother out front. Like well, this place has been in our family for like 3 generations. So keep it running.
That's where I keep all my stuff.
What if I told you I might have an opportunity for you to make hands over fist more coin that you see in one day and you see all year here?
He'll arch an eyebrow at that one, right? Like all right. Curious to hear more.
Where is this coin coming
Are we
from?
talking about the same? That's always my question. Griffith talks about how profitable something is. I'm like,
I have plenty of coins, sir. I can come up with other gambling dens, as including the whole thing. I am now this is your 2 faults. You put the loan shark mind in my head.
This is like months down the road.
Who's gonna pull this guy out of retirement, out of his job?
Not right now.
We sold our family business in order to travel
I'm
to.
sorry.
Let me do my deal.
I didn't mean to mess with your deal. I'm sorry. I was just like, wait, what? I'll stop.
Look, Spog. Me, my cousin, and some other associates are working on a couple things. I need somebody who can work books that I can trust, and you're on the short list.
The guy you want to trust to run your books is the guy who runs the like underground dice game. Okay.
Hey, look, honor among thieves, okay? This is where Griffith is coming from. And Spog doesn't hate him. Or at least Miley is annoyed by him.
I wouldn't ruin your books. That's a fiscal responsibility that I would take seriously and take a cut from. How dare you, sir?
There it is. You would take a cut. else is like,
You think
how
this guy's
big?
not going to take a cut?
You think somebody else is gonna
Well,
do it for free?
it won't be as
Like,
big as I feel like Maribel's just got a lot of pent up. Like, I'm gonna get my revenge, and it's not gonna be through death. It's gonna be through financial means. For all of the pain and suffering you have caused. See, your face tells me everything.
No, see. Hold on. I need to defend my case here. I know we're in the middle of something, but
Yeah, no defend.
See, here the thing is, it's money, and so she would want to see you succeed in this endeavor because it will continue to pay for a prolonged period of time. Fucking you over in the beginning gets her nothing. Taking your money for the rest of your life, now that is up Maribel's alley.
You said in the beginning. That's the concerning part. Anyway.
It's like
if you're not
4 years
comfortable with
later.
Maribel doing it, then just hire Grell. He's trustworthy. He knows his way around books at least. Like,
anyway, this is my deal. This is my friend. I'm leaving the town with at least one friend alive.
well, that just sounds like a challenge.
Don't do it to me, Mike. But no, he'll be like, in short, it's like, we are leaving, and I will give you that where we're going. I don't want to say it out loud, but I need somebody who trusts Takarosi's well enough. So, would you be open to that?
Like, you know,
It's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit with you. You've been for what we do. You've been pretty upfront, so I'll be upfront. It'll take us a while. Got to get established. Got to get connections. But once we get going, there's some real money in this.
you know, you've always been good to my brother and I. Like to think we've always been decent to everybody who comes in, yourself included, your countrymen. But, you know, once you have this, he's gonna try to like, you know, like once you have it set up and you can explain what the hell you're doing and show it's profitable, call me. Like,
I'll give you this. Is halls a common thing, by the way, Mike? Outside, is that like a common? Like,
there's
do people
knowledge
know
of them.
of
Like
it?
they're a known thing that exists, but like they're not like super frequent
Okay.
in the city.
You're familiar with the fight clubs around town, right?
Okay.
It'll be something along that lines.
Okay. Yeah, they've done pretty well. They've made a fair amount of money.
Okay. I'll let you know. I'll have my people contact your people. The whole thing. But yeah, I figured to give you that option just in case you want to. The city's been kind of crazy, as you've seen. Things blowing up, catching on fire, death squads rolling around.
Hey, you know, none of that stuff comes in our door, but
Right,
what you
but
mean.
like, how long before one of your patrons are just gonna screw over the Lord Governor or something and get on that list, right? It's not like one of the most savory type of people around here, and he doesn't like any of us lowly types, right? If you could replace this whole city with a bunch of imperialists, he would, and you know it.
Oh, I hear you on that one.
Is Spog like? Is he like Scotland? Does he seem Scotland?
No,
Isn't he
I
also
think they're both
imperial?
Akarosi.
Akarosi? Okay.
Yeah, they're
They're
from
not
there.
They're
His family's owned this bar for 3 generations. You know, we
Mm.
just figured that one out. So yeah,
Right.
he's from town. Like,
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, so figured to give you an out just in case things get too crazy for you and your brother. I got the coinage. I can even make you another bar if you want. I'm always looking to invest.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by something that is happening in chat, and I do not understand what it is.
Am I missing something in chat? Or is this in Discord? Or in
No, it's in the
chat.
Twitch chat. The thing that just scrolled across saying like predict with channel points. Will Griffith. It scrolled out of my view. Well, that's like
Will Griffith tell someone where we're going?
yeah, it's like I shouldn't have said it.
Oh, what's the
Shouldn't have
over
said it out
under?
loud.
Tell me the over under.
Well, it depends on what people vote. You're muted, David.
It won't let me vote. I guess because I'm
Yeah.
a channel. I got all the points, right? So it
Yeah.
won't let me
It's your
vote.
channel. I think it assumes it's
Yeah,
your
Ethan
channel,
and
so
I
you're the
can't
one who would
vote
be having to
either.
do the thing.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Diegos,
so
vote for me. You know what my answer is.
So the deal is, will Griffith tell someone where we are going, right? And so far, we got
See?
100% are saying yes, but this only.
Yeah,
one
I'm
vote.
looking at this.
Oh,
Oh, whoa, okay. We got some people
Wait,
putting in
all right.
big money on no.
420.
you're
Yeah.
wrong.
People, people are putting their points behind.
Well, see, we've drawn attention to it now, so we have to not talk about it for a little while and
Okay,
just
okay.
yeah, we'll see
wait
how
for it
this
to come
goes.
back up.
I like the 420. Solid
Just
spend
blues?
there, folks.
So anyway, no, just think about it, Spog. Just think about it. God, I want to write down something.
I
on
already
this.
voted. It won't let me add more money. Okay. He's like, yeah, don't mind when you have your thing set up. Get in touch. We'll see.
All right. The benefit of not having Twitch chat up is I don't know. I'm just like, I have no idea. So we're gonna keep it going. So after that, he was like, "Well, I'm gonna collect my winnings, and I got."
I got to get my 10 channel points back. It's like, but I mean, like, my family's owned this bar for like 3 generations, and I mean, for us to just pick up, I mean, where do you think to go?
Just asks the question.
May I remind you, sir, I don't have a dog in this race because I can't vote because I'm a mod. But may I remind you that one of your traumas is reckless.
No, and I'm like, really, really like.
What I really need as our last downtime action is for Griffith to just do it one more time.
Yeah.
Do I want to pay the coin to get an extra downtime action? Because I do need to get the. All right, y'all might. Is there a no? You're not gonna tell me. Nobody's gonna tell me, are you?
Well, people voted no. Some people voted no. Some people voted yes.
Do I go against? What's that Skyrim dragon? Parthenax? What is a greater self of control is to give in to your basic needs or fight against it every day or something like that. That's where I'm at right now. It's like, do I give in and just be like, I'm going to this place, or do I do this? You know what? We're gonna do what I always do.
Do you want that? Do you want the XP? That's the real question.
Here we go.
Oh, just coin flip.
Oh, it fell behind my refrigerator.
Shit.
Oh, see now.
Now it's whatever you need it to be. What did
Do
you
you
need
want
that
the
coin to
XP?
be?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, Spog, come. Do you have an office? I hate all of you. I couldn't help myself though. I was gonna tell him eventually. So here we go. Y'all get your channel points.
David has turned the color of my hair normally. David is the red color of my hair.
I said that I was here for chaos, and here we are.
Dave is the color of the D&D red book.
Oh my god.
Because of this.
Here we go.
I needed to do these more often. These are fun, especially when Casey's in a game.
Yeah.
What BS will Casey do today?
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
Knowing that that's a thing means Shadowrun's gonna get real interesting.
oh,
Yo.
Trinity's gonna hit me. I'm gonna just not be attached to any characters.
Can I give you a free one? Heather believes the secret thing for all of her games and characters, so maybe you should pay attention to that.
So fucked. I'm so fucked with her game.
We're
I'm
gonna
so
be so
dead.
dead in Shadowrun.
Dude, I'm only playing pre-gens. I ain't getting married to nothing.
I'm so dead.
Yeah, I had a character idea, but it's like I know it's a bad character idea, and that's kind of the point. Let's
do this. So yeah, do you have an office, Spog?
Yeah. Kind of like you pull him away from the table to talk to him. He's back in the corner. It's like grumbling, like, yeah, all right, office is over here. Like Like, Jimmy, keep an eye on the table.
Man,
Like,
Chewy.
don't don't let that one try to convince you he's asleep. Like,
I
scan it.
got something for. Maybe I didn't. Let's just throw even more fire onto this, more gasoline on this fire. I did bring the gun axe, and I throw it to Chewy. I was like, blow them away if they touch anything.
Getting a lot of XP.
And dude, reckless, vicious. Let's just click it all today. So
it's 1 for 1 and 2 for any number more than 1. Like,
well, we're here at 2 at least. What's my other one? Unstable, and kill anyone that touches the money. That seems unstable, also. So all right.
I love how the traumas in this game just give us license to do things.
I mean,
bad for us.
It's a good trigger, man, and I picked the right
he
one.
will take you back into the office. I think as he's taking you back into the office, like as you're leaving the room, you're like, all right, Jimmy, here, take this. If anybody screws around, waste them. Right, and like Jimmy's like, and like catches it, and that one former lamp black is sitting at the table. His eyes goes wide, and he slaps Scannon, and they both just sit there like wide-eyed, staring at it.
I'm at that point. I'm leaving. Come at me, bro. I killed your boss. I'll kill you too.
There's two ways to think about I'm about to leave this town. One way is I gotta lay low for just one more day. And the other way is I need to party as hard as I can.
Yeah.
I
wait until tomorrow. I quietly get on the train and I like have a drink in the car when I'm like leaving the city limits. Or there's me walking slow motion watching the city explode behind me. Right? Like
that's where Griffith is at. He hates the city enough to be like, you know what? I'll set the whole bitch on fire. So look, Spog, is his brother here or is he running the bar?
He can have Cobb come in. Yeah.
Okay. Looky too. It's gonna take us probably at most a year. But we're coming up with this hall fighting ring. It's some scheme that my cousin is coming up with.
Yeah, he seems the type.
Yeah. See, I showed some restraint. I didn't mention Demas in this. He'll be proud.
Sure.
So, look, I need some people who can make some hype, bring some money into it, keep it discreet. I'm not one for discreet, as you probably know. So
like, they look at each other. It's like watching one of them look into a mirror. Like, yeah, like go on.
And you two are the first to come up in my mind. You treated us well. You treated me well. Your people actually treated my wife well when she came in. She didn't have a bad experience, which is rare. So I want to give y'all that opportunity. This has real money making, more money than you'll make running a die game. On top of that, might have a way to keep that Scotland whiskey flowing. Working on that myself. So, fine ale and a Ruvia. There, you got your. So, Dusky Maidens. No lightning wall. Good tobacco. Decent food. What do you think?
You get this set up. Yeah, you get in touch.
All right. And one more thing. Please keep this between you two. I don't need the whole city finding out. That's why we're here in your office.
There are 4 other twin brothers. Yeah, serpents. Like, yeah, no. Keep things on the down low.
Appreciate you. Like I say, I'll have a messenger come when we get set up and ready to go. Okay.
Yeah.
He puts out his hand. What's up?
Oh no, finish, please.
Well, he puts out his hand to like shake their hand.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
shake-
yeah. They'll shake it.
Cool. And sorry, I'm waiting for this pickup driver to smash into the hood of my truck.
Wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time on a game that I got hit.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, and we can go back. I'm gonna go get my gun axe before the lamp blacks do something stupid, and I have to take a chunk out of them with my teeth and/or the gun.
I think when you come back out of the office, Scannon is at that front bar, just like shakily drinking. Like his eyes are all glassy. Like
Scanning, you good, bro?
like he'll kind of like flinch away from you and like leave, like go off to a different corner. If you go back into the room where they were playing dice, then like the one that was back there, like his just like looks like he's about to crush his teeth into dust, like his jaws just clenched so tight. Just like
You're the last.
staring daggers at you the whole time.
You feeling froggy, son? There should be another poll. Does Griffith get in a fight tonight?
I was like, but wait, there's more.
More.
I knew there was more coming.
I was like, I told you I woke up and chose chaos today.
Now, see, I'm not allowed to like start one because I'd be like, all right, start the full. Does this guy like getting Griffith's face? Like,
If this not like if he stays there, I'll grab my gun axe and we will continue on our merry way out the door.
he is there at the game. He doesn't seem to be leaving his seat, but he's also like he's not. He's there and he's clearly angry, but he's not really engaging with you either. Like he's not having this conversation. He's just staring at you, clenching his jaw. He probably stops at some point to like spit into a spittoon, like, and that's it.
I'll light up whatever cigar I have because I think that's the running theme for all my characters at this point, and it'll be like, wise choice. It'd be a shame for the black lamps to go fully extinct.
In channel points, if you make the correct prediction. I wish we found this.
Yeah, dude.
No, this I know about this now. So it's just
Yeah, this is forever after. Yeah.
I get to just run these now.
Oh my god.
Mike,
Yes.
I remember like the last time that Ghostlight gave up a bunch of information.
I
and
did
then-
this privately. You cannot get this back on me.
And then our little friend came and told us about it. That part of that conversation was public. And you never know. My slide may be really, really good. She's so good.
I need a fortune roll. Yeah, I need a fortune roll.
I mean, Mike can say no. Mike can say no, that's too much.
Now, do we do a fortune roll that's Maribel for like, do I fear anything about it? Or do we do a fortune roll for Griffith that's like, do I keep it quiet?
I will make the argument that here's what I'll make the argument. Something, obviously, I'm talking about something, but Griffith has enough wherewithal with this being the end to take the rest of that information privately somewhere else that nobody can hear.
Can I
Like-
let me spin this a different way, just real quick. Maribel has an ear to the ground, or is trying to, for everything.
Mhm.
Would word, it would probably be too quick, but would word come around that Cobb and Bob, or whatever the hell his name was,
Spock. Yeah.
Spog,
Bob and Bob.
You know,
I was like,
I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna
no,
push it.
you know what?
I'm
I'll
good.
give this to you. I'll give this to you. I brought out the gun axe. I've
You
been really
did
careful.
bring out the gun axe.
So like now there's at least that. So maybe you can give him that. That Griffith for some reason tossed the gun axe to some random dude at his bar game.
Hmm.
Don't know what the conversation was about. But there's that entanglement. I can get behind that. I can get behind that I caused that entanglement.
So downtime actions. I don't think Ethan has taken any.
One, he healed. Like,
Oh, he healed.
yeah. But yeah, Milos and Maribel have both only taken one, I think, so far.
Maribel's one of Maribel's other actions was to work on that distribute mask tech clock. And I was going to say that's in preparation for next game, like to put us in the best position possible. I shot a message because I kind of remembered what that was, which I think I'm reading off of what I sent Ethan. The plan was the crew would continue to get payouts because Maribel is bringing in money from the masks and from the shipping. So it was kind of it's like a leasing deal or a
Maribel's all about the compound interest. Right?
Yeah, it's a franchise deal. So I think that was kind of where we were leaning.
You just sign this paper and then you're 30% owners of an Arby's outside the lightning wall.
Yeah, exactly. But if I could, for my first action, consort some with some peoples, to kind of get everything ready for whatever that is next week.
Yeah.
Like, a 6.
Success is 3 ticks on the clock, which will fill that clock. Boom. We are just
I think
counterfilling clocks today.
The distribution also covered like outside of Duskfall.
Yeah, it was like a worldwide,
because it was using the Welker ships to get that to like other governments. And then I think our meeting next week, our moot is just for the gangs of Duskfall. That's like,
yeah.
Do you want to survive or do you want to be crushed under the Lord Governor's boot?
So my other downtime action would be whatever I can do to well, I guess I'm not to make our position better for the deal. Like prepping all, like this is kind of Maribel and Demas's thing. So like prepping all of the things so that we can get it. I don't have the thing that Demas does, but like from an RP standpoint or an in-character standpoint, they'd be working together for this, I'm sure. It's my downtime action, but I have Demas with me.
What if it was like digging up dirt on a lot of the gangs to figure out like what they need to hear to be on board?
Yeah.
Because that kind of falls in Maribel's wheelhouse, and that could maybe get us an extra die on engagement.
Yeah, like that sounds like that would be like acquire asset, like manipulation information or something like that, which would be
okay.
Does line it back up into a downtime action.
Cool. Can I sway for that?
Sure. Sorry, acquire asset. I think it's a tier roll for the crew.
Oh, probably. I remember something like that.
That's how we got the safe house.
And the boat?
Right.
Yeah.
Tier 6 boat.
Tier 6.
Yeah, to acquire the asset, roll the crew's tier. Results indicate the quality of the asset you get.
Oh yeah, and I think it was Maribel that has the thing that, or it was Maribel or Own that has the thing that acquiring an asset has like +1 result level,
That's
I have
Garden
it.
Maribel.
Yep.
That's not something I would get.
unless that's the crew.
No,
Oh,
it's
Okay,
something.
gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Um,
the crew. Oh, the crew has pack rats, which we never took.
what's that?
Pack rats. Your lair is a jumble of stolen items. When you roll acquire an asset, take +1d.
Mm.
I think when we wanted to take that one, we no longer had a hideout.
Yeah, we had
And so I was like,
we had teased around getting that, I think, early on, and there was just so many other things that were way more important.
Yeah.
and we didn't really acquire that many assets.
Not until the very end.
Yeah, also a
Um,
ton of stuff.
Yeah. So I have you get +1 result when you acquire an asset or reduce heat. So, and it's I roll something off of the crew sheet, right?
Yeah, it's a tier roll, so it's
Just click the tier
Three dice.
button.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yep.
Any bonus dice or anything?
I don't think so.
6. I think we critted.
6 is a full success. Not kicking it up a notch makes it a crit.
Jesus.
Doing
That's
it again.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that is tier 5 manipulation information.
We're gonna get so much
Yeah.
money.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
I like how we've if nothing else, this whole prep is proving that we have like the skill set to run the town. And so we're doing them a favor by most of us are leaving. Like
You know what the deal is though? The puppet master does not live with the puppet. The puppet master lives somewhere else.
in Fiji.
In Fiji.
Puppet Master doesn't live with the puppet like constantly in the chest next to his bed, so he can hold him close in the dark of night. Maybe thinking about puppets the wrong way. That's
Wow. Wow.
That was good.
Well,
So, yeah.
Well, hail.
Well, shit.
looking forward to that Brindlewood Bay break. That's
Man, this
thank you for being a friend. But in like a minor key with like some like
Oh, I'm
horror
Well, that
sure
music
has
under
to be
it.
on YouTube.
somewhere.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, give me
Oh,
5 minutes.
it's not I'm done. I'm gonna go.
So it is kind of interesting that like we have gotten like we're obviously at end game power levels here, right? And it feels
Can
good.
go higher.
It feels like, which is crazy to me because it feels like, oh man, I have the confidence to like do stuff, and that feels like end game material. I have the confidence to try things.
Yeah, I think it was like maybe it was like Sean Nittner who like co-wrote Aegon was like, yeah, our Blades game is in like session 270 something, and I'm like, how?
Wow.
Unless you like start over a couple of times, I just don't. How? How do you do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unless you just go out into the Deathlands.
Well, keep retiring out your characters and making new ones in the same gang.
Yeah.
We easily could have done that.
Well, they'll have people coming through and like kill all these characters. Then who's left? It's like, oh crap! Now we need to make all the money off the masks because they're the ones who had all the money. That's
right. Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
None of us are signed up as like the Welker estate. Like that's that money goes into some weird trust to Zamira, not the crew. Yeah, so I think that leaves Milos and Ohm with action still.
Right.
So a thing is about to happen with Milos because I haven't indulged my vice, and I don't plan on it, which means I'll take 3 stress at the end of this downtime phase, which will bring me to my 4th trauma, which I can read what that does when we get there. But I think Milos knows this is coming and needs to prepare a little bit. So I guess I'm going to use my downtime action to acquire an asset. And it's just going to be a nice new outfit. You know, just getting a new coat, getting a new hat, just getting all that stuff made. I think that's about it. I think that's all he wants to do.
Okay.
That's all he's got left to do. And so I guess that's a tier roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Tier. No bonus dice. What do we got? A 5.
5. It's a mixed success. It's still, it's good stuff.
I think it's
It
equal to
is.
tier for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend a couple coin on it. Why not? Let's bump that up to a tier 5. Nice suit. Or nice. It's still just the great coat and the like tricorn hat, but these are really nice ones.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's got like the fancy like the gold cord epaulets, like all the stuff. Yeah, no, you're like,
I'm about to be an admiral or whatever, so I gotta look the part.
With a navy of 1.
Well, I think Milos is going to be like over all the ships, but captain his own ship is what Maribel has. I think what I'm understanding from is Maribel's arrangement.
Starts with 1, but it will quickly become more with what we have behind it.
You'll go from captain to commodore or whatever you have. I don't know how those names go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all his downtime actions.
I think the last
Just
thing that
roll
Ohm has to
that
do
stress over.
is make a dress.
Okay.
I think that's the last thing that Ohm has to do. I guess that's also acquire an asset.
I feel like that's acquire an asset with like tinker or something.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
it's
I'm
a tinker
totally,
roll because it's like you're making the thing.
I'm totally fine making that a long-term action or whatever.
I don't even know that it's like a long-term action. I just
you want it to be based on that skill.
I like the acquire an asset where like the outcome level affects like how nice it is.
Right.
But it's not the crew doing it, and like how well Ohm stitches like has nothing to do with the crew's tier.
Sure.
So,
okay. I'm into that.
Okay. So it's
okay. Yeah, fair enough.
mixed.
I will spend a coin to improve that.
Okay.
Up to a 6.
Full success. Comes out very nice. Exactly what you're hoping for.
Awesome.
Seams are straight. Ruffles are ruffed.
Ruffles are ruffed. Yeah. Excellent. And it can cinch up tight or stealthy, like whenever she has to go into battle mode, right? So like all dresses have pockets, obviously, and have the ability to be used in battle. So,
yes.
This dress, though fine, has a utility mode that Ohm has put effort
Instead
into.
of having like the reinforced ribbing to like make the dress go out wide, it's just like the ribbing. It's like fencing blade.
Yeah, and this is where this dagger is very important because it does keep this side of the dress like firm.
Yes.
So when you take this out.
Now, this part of the corset is supported by the trigger mechanism for the
Yeah, thank you. Yes, exactly.
And it's like also like you could probably like the fabric for the dress part can be turned into like a hood and cloak for like just it detaches.
Yeah, exactly. And if you ever need to stop the bleeding, you can rip away these sections and use those as like wound bandaging.
I want to get
There's like a
I
little
want to hire
plastic
somebody
film.
to draw this.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
God.
about as I need this in my life.
This like combat dress situation.
I was like, I need to see this. I'm gonna start watching all the old animes I used to watch. I'm like, this had to come from somewhere. I know this.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
here somewhere in this world.
Yes. Well, cool. Thank you, Mike. That's exactly what I needed to do to provide a gift. Okay. I think those are all my downtime actions.
Yep. And that's all Milos's.
Awesome. Is that everybody?
We did it.
think
We
so.
made it.
We survived a downtime.
We did it exactly. We like wrap our shit right at 11 Eastern. I don't know how it is on this game, but like the last several weeks, it has felt like we're ending it right on the hour. In terms of things we actually have to do, like we always, of course, have more shit to say, but like actual getting things done.
Yeah, because Milos has a special event.
Oh yeah. So like what is that?
Yeah, let me hit
Milos
you with the.
scene?
So when you suffer your fourth trauma, your mind is prepared, and you ascend to mastery in the cult of your forgotten god. That also lets you receive permission to call upon your god briefly to manifest in the physical world and enact its will at the cost of 6 stress. And then I can continue playing my character rather than retiring with the following restrictions. Can only heal stress by serving the will of the forgotten god, which is fine. And if I suffer a 5th trauma, I turn into an avatar of that god and lose my will as a human being. But that's for the 5th trauma, and you know,
There's a
slow.
whole bunch of stress between now and then. Yeah. That's
there's like 9. That's so many. I can also just inflict level 4 harm on somebody now with my little, you know, look at me kind of deal. Just
You're like, hey,
dead.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah,
So do
that's
we
just
wanna-
like power word kill. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like so everybody who can see me takes level 3 harm, and then one person in particular just dies. It's fun.
I
But,
almost
but
want-
see, I waited until now to do that. You know, because now I don't have to break Mike's game. We're good. Like I don't think Milos has another score to go on, so it's all good.
But I want to make an argument to bring him to the giant gang meetup just in case somebody decides to get stupid.
Yeah, we need some muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the moment the crows are gonna pick to try to rise up again. Like,
That's right.
no.
Gathering of the gangs. It's time
Just
to make our
like-
move.
Yep, and then just like that, we finished our main mission in the beginning of the game with one look at them, and it's just like all of them are dead.
Oh man, that would be such an epic moment too. It's like we're all at this table and this shit's starting to go down, and like all of our characters just grab our masks and pull them over, and the masks shut the eyes so we can't see what's about to happen.
Just every gang goes catatonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Or we could send Milos to Ironhook, get him close to the leader of the Billhooks, and then just finish the job.
Yeah, dude, how do you arrest a guy like Milos?
He lets you.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, at his behest, you arrest him. Put him in
Rose,
jail 'cause
I'd
he
kind
wants
of like
be
to go
there.
to Ironhook today, so can you arrange that for me? Like,
Right.
You can come pick me up in the morning.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a little, you know.
keep the goat running because I'm not going to stay there for long.
Yeah. I think for this very special occasion, Milos goes back to the grotto with the like remains of the ship with the hole in it or whatever, and I think what was her name? I think it was Arana the Blessed.
Yeah.
Was the vice purveyor, you know, just kind of gives him a little, I don't know, like a seaweed cape. I don't know what the appropriate thing was.
Some sort of like draped like necklace thing that's like seaweed and like bits of something.
Yeah, and then as Milos gets ready to jump into the water, all of the eyes that are in the tattoos that he has just open with this like bioluminescence, and he just hops in. I think that's
Nice.
good. We can cut it there.
Yeah, that's silently slips into the water.
Yeah. Just all the like Leviathan tattoos and the like sea serpents, like all their eyes just open. It's good. It's real good.
All right.
I'm gonna have to get like sailor tattoos now, I think.
You
those
as a
would be fun.
person.
Yeah, me as a person.
Yeah.
Like I love some like nautical shit.
Yeah.
Kraken.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I agree.
But yeah,
I know-
that's
I know-
Milos. Milos is the head of a cult now.
The people who work on your ships are going to be so devoted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What, we're not sure, but
Right.
Yeah, and it's like
we're
it's
more than
weird.
just crewmates.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Milos' ship always goes through this one part of the Void Sea and then stops at this one particular port. And the number of crew always stays the same, but one of the names is different every time. Every time he gets back to old North Hook. That's perfect. I'm very happy with Milos, I think.
Yeah. Milos
Think
is
so.
good.
I think that came out well. Yeah. Does anybody
Happy
have anything else they wanted to hit here, or should I just start passing out XP?
I don't think so. Not for me.
Cool. All right.
Alright.
Let's just hurl cookies at everyone then.
Cookies.
Crew. Pretty sure somehow no. Okay. That's the crew did not execute a mission. Did the crew contend with challenges above your current station? We visited Stari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I think we did.
You're savvy, right? Like we're doing savvy things. Did we express the
Make it
goals,
back to review.
drives, or inner conflict of or the essential nature of the crew?
Man, we sure did plant some seeds that were inner conflict.
I'm like, that should just be an automatic trigger at this point.
between
like, yes.
between Milos and Griffith.
Well, that's the thing. Milos has no intention of making this a problem for anybody.
No. Yeah,
that makes
but I don't
that
think
makes everybody's life
anybody.
difficult.
I don't think anybody in the crew is like, oh yeah, let's totally help out, like a forgotten god.
Yeah, Griffith is the only one that like kind of knows, and even then is like, I'm not really sure what I saw then.
Yeah.
It's one of those like I saw what I saw, and I'm never gonna talk about it ever again.
Yeah, but
Because that was also when he was possessed by a demon. He's like, I'm not getting into this. I got enough problems.
yeah, and then also the work towards the group communication. That's something that we've wanted to like really get shorn up for a long time.
Yeah.
That was something that like we as a crew really wanted to make happen. So that was good.
And I think the crew is one away from another advancement.
Motherfuck. Can we eke out another one? Well, if we do, what would we even spend it on?
Yeah, that's. kind of
I've
the
always
question.
said, let's just come back. Like the next game.
You know, next game is one more score, and we're gonna get it then.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then that just sets up so much background for Mike in his next Blades game. Our crew would just be a terror.
Persistent universe.
It's so good that our crew is leaving town, so that Mike can have the
His
fallout.
game back. So
My
Mike
game
knows
back.
his game back.
Oh. Milos, did you address a challenge with violence or coercion?
Oddly enough, no.
Oddly enough.
Ghost, did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
Does perceived violence work?
He insinuated violence.
You tried to get into a
Insinuated.
fight. You tried to get into a fight and it didn't work out for you.
Sure.
That's why I'm asking. I was like, that's why I'm asking Mike. I was like, does perceived violence, like the willingness to chop a
See-
dude's head off?
See, the Griffith did the coercion part from Milos's XP trigger.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, if we want to mark one for that, we can.
Cool.
Did you address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem?
Oh, I did. Yes, once with the with designing the group
The
communication.
challenge of creating a proper gift and stitching a dress.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff going on too. But no, just the one. Just the one's fine.
Okay. Maribel, did you address a challenge with deception or influence?
Influence with acquire assets and stuff.
Then for everyone, did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I know there's
Yes.
definitely heritage on the part of Ohm and Griffith.
I think Milos expressed something.
Yeah, I would say that
Beliefs.
Milos
Like
is
Beliefs.
expressed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Maribel's background and beliefs.
And for everyone, did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
Yep.
Griffith earned one there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so. Milos already had.
Actually, I think Griffith earned two there, right? 'Cause
Yeah, I was like,
there was vice and traumas tonight.
Yeah.
Milos has haunted and obsessed, and I think pushing yourself over the edge to get as far as you can go with this little cult thing probably calls on one, if not both of those.
Okay.
Because he's actively not reducing stress after scores in order to push himself further. So it's like,
yeah, he is that much closer to being gone.
Something else.
something
Very far gone.
I don't know that I struggled with any of my stuff. I definitely used them to inspire some things, but I don't think that Ohm paid for any of their obsessions today.
Okay.
Same. I don't think I really touched on any of my vices or traumas. Excuse me.
Although, you did overindulge your vice.
Oh yeah, you did.
Does that give me one?
Yeah, that's,
Well, you struggled with issues from your vice, right? Like that's caused a thing. Sure, go ahead. No, I refuse to take XP.
No. It's a finite resource, Spirit. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. So when is Friday? Was there a thing?
It's not going to be streamed. Oh, no. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so talking about what we're going to
Friday,
do.
Friday was the one that had to get rescheduled, right?
Yeah, so Friday's game is
Yeah.
getting rescheduled. Instead, I'm hoping to stream some collaborative world building, working on the arcology for the Cyberpunk game. And then Saturday we're making characters for Mass Effect, but that's offline. And then Monday we're playing Shadowrun with some pre-gens, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's this whole crew plus, or sorry, that's 3 of us: Ethan, Mike, myself.
Casey's in that too.
Oh, Casey, you're in on that. Okay, cool. Rich is in on that, and then Nighthawk.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. So there'll be a bunch of us. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
That'll be a big crew.
That'll be a big honking score for sure.
Ooh, we got Mike too. Yes.
Both. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mike, dude.
we got Mike squared.
Dude,
Mhm.
I don't. You're saying yes. I'm just warning you, dude. Nighthawk and Katrina are from the same cloth when it comes to secrets. And I'm willing to bet that Mike's character will not hesitate to throw a guy down a manhole to remove him from the problem.
I'm here for it.
I'm just
I can't wait to go tell him you said that.
saying.
Cannot wait. Jagos, will you clip that for me, please?
Well,
But
so you
David's
can see
accurate.
Casey. You can see Casey for the first 15 minutes of Monday's game before Nighthawk's character murders.
Just
Yes.
kills me. There's your next poll. How long does Casey's character last before he is PC killed?
Yeah, I think it'll just be does Casey does Casey's character survive the session?
Right.
Is going to be the prediction, and we'll just run it the whole time. I think that's going to be the
It's
big bet.
pre-gens. You're not supposed to survive the whole session to begin with.
See, and
That's,
that,
you know.
yeah, that's even more weight in that direction.
Okay,
That's like
how about
saying that
this?
you're not supposed to like live through a D&D game that Rich runs, and look at Ethan here.
Yeah, I tried my
You
best.
did try. You tried very hard.
So I think the real prediction is going to be who kills Casey's character.
There it is.
Is it the GM and the world, or is it specifically Mike's character?
Just the only two options.
Yeah.
Can we do a poll that's like 3-way split? Because it's like GM,
Maybe.
Mike's character, another PC. Like,
Yeah.
Because Mike's character is equally viable as all of the rest of the PCs.
We'll see if they have a third.
Not
Somebody else
sure
could
if
do it,
Mike is
but-
watching. I just yelled across the room at him, so I don't know if he's getting all these good jokes, but I
Yes.
will certainly
Good, funny jokes. Or funny
of murder.
jokes.
I gotta say, I think my
our
chillest
kidding.
character,
Yes.
my chillest character's got to be Antico right now, off of our D&D game. He's like the only chilled one. Him and Roland off of City of Mist.
I'm really killing him in this D&D campaign because the module I'm running has orcs as you know, they've always been portrayed as just, you know, they just show up and they kill everybody, and that's
Right.
just what they do. And I'm like, that's boring. And so these orcs actually talk, and that's just throwing everybody for a loop.
The module, you,
Jinx
the
loves it.
players, everybody.
Jinx loves
Yeah,
it.
I'm just like, these dudes just they just need somewhere to live. They're not just gonna, like, why are they gonna burn down all of this useful structure on this ranch? That doesn't make any sense.
So wait, are they the sea peoples?
They're
like
more like
The Bronze Age?
it's more like their home is now occupied by like a dragon. And so they had to leave the mountains to find a new place to live.
Yeah. That's very much like the sea people. There's a big cataclysm that drove them away from wherever they were.
Yeah. And so now they're just like, your ranch, my ranch, I think.
Right. I think this is our ranch now.
I am
the
need
rancher
this. We need this.
Yeah.
Greatest thing is that Jinx was able to make a deal that they're basically like between Jinx and me, we were able to make it like, hey, your bodyguards, you know, you can share this. Like, hey, it'll be fascinating.
Jagos, thank you for the clip. That was solid work there, buddy.
I'm to please Twitch chat. I'm here to entertain.
That's right.
Cool.
Oh,
Well, then come back Monday to see who dies. That's like
That's the
There's at least
TLDR there.
yeah.
there's at least a 90% chance that I don't make it through. I'll make it to at least past the break. After that,
all you gotta do is try and make a deal. That's all you gotta do.
give me
Try and
15.
make a deal.
Give me 15
We
minutes
just gotta.
in a cyberpunk style game. Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
We need the Shadowrun Deadpool. Which character makes it how far into the session?
Yes.
Mhm.
Somehow.
That's fun. It's real fun.
That's such a great way to get the crowd interacting with our games. I love that. I love that. That would just forward my decision making, unfortunately, for remaining games. Like,
Oh yeah. You know, I have always wanted to play the character who has a running commentary of whether or not they're dying. So it's like they're starting to panic and they're like dying as they're like running away from a problem. And then they like get around a corner like, okay, we're gonna make it. Oh shit, dying. So you gotta run to the next thing.
oh, what a game tonight, guys.
That was
What
great.
a game.
That was
This is
great.
this is in the top 5 list for me.
Yeah, this was a good one. Thank you, Mike, for running.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is
Thanks
fun,
everybody
man.
for coming out. Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you for playing. Thank you, people, for watching. Thank you, John,
Yes.
for writing such a book. Yeah. John,
Yes.
because I know him so well. Yeah, so.
That's right.
Mm.
You guys are on a first name basis.
Mr. Harper, because I'm
Harper.
nasty. Yeah. Thank you.
Give us
Yeah.
the roof.
Thanks, Jygos, for always being here.
Yes, and for the clipping.
The
And everybody else for
clips.
joining us tonight. Yeah, we're gonna be back on Friday, hopefully to do some collaborative world building. And otherwise, we'll see y'all next week for Shadowrun and then Blades. And I think we got something going on the weekend too. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff cooking.
Aegon.
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 Saturday,
Yeah.
right?
Because
Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday.
Right.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In February, I was told February. And that's what
February
I'm
is gonna be
prepared
lit.
for.
It's gonna be all on fire with lots of games. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. We're out. As always, have a great evening. Have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
Yeah.